rough start. Take number 2. My keyboard's too loud. Yeah, it's definitely super loud. But that's what I get for having a mechanical keyboard. Anyways, I
Gotta
don't
let
know
the
how to
people
fix
know.
my webcam settings either because it's set for my green screen, so I'm gonna look really fucking orange. But fuck it.
Damn.
Yeah. Doesn't help that I'm wearing a fucking orange t-shirt. I don't know how to fucking... fuck it. Welcome to podcast number 4. Mark my words podcast. Well, name pending podcast. And tonight we have 2 special guests. I was thinking, we'll throw your names out there. No one cares. Only people are watching are people that we know.
It's Heartbreak King.
We got
Most Bustos.
Heartbreak King, Most Bustos. If I mouse over my Skype window, you'll see the real name. So hopefully I don't do that.
And my phone number apparently.
Yeah, it was on stream. It'll be on the VOD.
Awesome.
But welcome
Ladies.
guys. How are you guys doing today?
Doing good, man. Coming off a buzz from dinner. I ate vegan food earlier tonight.
True. What kind of
Very good.
What kind of food?
So there's a spot in Orlando called Ethos. It's a straight up vegan restaurant, but nothing really tastes vegan. It tastes normal. It's really confusing. But
Completely with you.
you've had Ethos before?
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Maybe I'm converted, man. I don't know. Maybe I have a vegan tongue now. But yeah, I just ate with my girlfriend and K-Favy, so it's pretty good.
True.
Very good.
Do this.
What about you, Heartbreak HB King?
Well, let's see. Got up around 1 o'clock for work, and then ate a granola bar, and that's about it.
It's a full day.
Not bad.
There's a little downtime, so hopefully nothing happens in the meantime while I'm on the chat. But if my phone rings and I disappear, you know why.
Give me 1 second before we do this. I don't know how to do this elsewhere. This is bothering me a lot. I don't know why I don't have like I don't have a window for this. Alright, fuck it. Because now I'm like super bright. I don't know what I did. But like...
It's like you have a high saturation.
Looks like I'm fucking super high.
Is it your camera?
Yeah.
It's so bright. You're like
Yes.
a fucking Oompa Loompa.
How do I fix this? Alright, so I guess to get started, well I figured this stuff out. Oh, Derek, how was I guess Neil did say it, right? I was kinda out of it.
What?
Let's just drop our names. It's fine. It's gonna be so hard.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like,
Tag
I don't at this point I don't care. People
No one knows
aren't
who
gonna be like,
it is.
oh dang, we're gonna look them up now. And everyone who's gonna watch this knows who we are.
Except for me, no one knows me.
I hope.
Who am I?
So, what do you guys want to talk about, or should I talk about? Because I didn't do too much this weekend. Normally, I would talk about like what I've had going on during the week, but honestly, I didn't really do much. It was kind of most of it was kind of like the weekend. Jesus, I don't even. Friday I hung out with some of my old high school friends. We were just catching up. It's kind of usual, drinking, chilling, playing some board games, and then Saturday we met up at Shoreview to hang with Pat for his birthday, and then we like half of like our group gets to Shoreview, and then Ralph tells us, hey, so Pat hit us up, or he told Dean that he wants to go to Disney Springs, and we're like,
It's far as shit.
yeah, we're like, that's far as shit. And what are you gonna do at Disney Springs? I mean, they have like bougie bars and stuff, but
Yeah, eat at that Oprah restaurant. I forget that was
Spend
called.
lots of
yeah.
to Disney Springs.
Spend a shit ton of
Yeah.
money.
So we're like, you know what? Fuck that. We'll just go downtown. So We ended up going downtown. Brian was there downtown with us. It was kind of wild.
Oh well.
That's wild.
But
Anything good happen downtown?
not that I remember. No. No, it's like
Shenanigans.
yeah, pretty much like the usual stuff. Nothing too spicy happened.
Got drunk, right? At least that.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I guess that's something. Do you guys have workout goals?
Oh, shit.
What?
Workout goals? Because I know
Oh,
I'm starting up. I'm bringing back my old diet. I'm being more strict about it, like where I'm actually counting calories, counting my macros again.
Good.
Trying to get cut for MegaCon. So 2 months.
Right.
So hopefully
2 months,
in 2 months
is
I'll have
enough time. Yeah.
I'll be decently cut, so I'll have a 6-pack, ideally, if I follow everything through.
Yeah.
No more heavy drinking, so I got all that out of my system Friday and Saturday.
Or no beer. You can do spirits, right? If you throw up, you lose the calories. You're fine.
Technically, yes.
Then just dehydrate yourself before MegaCon.
Oh, that's what
Yeah.
Hugh Jackman did on
Wolverine.
Logan.
Yeah.
He looked super jacked, and he was like on the death of dehydration.
Jesus
You know,
Christ.
We-
goals.
What are you cosplaying as?
Natsu from Fairy Tail, hopefully.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck yeah, dude! I did gray fairy tale. Sure.
Nice.
Anything that shows skin, right? You need a
Yeah.
little bit.
Less clothes
need a
is
little
gonna be
fan
hot as
service.
hell. It'll be worth it.
True, yeah.
I don't want to be wearing like a full-on costume. Fuck, man.
Just sweating in it. the
Unless
whole
I'm just
time,
like
yeah.
sweat. Be fucking Aquaman.
I'm gonna be before
You don't look like anything like Aquaman. I'm fucking wet. Trust me.
I'm soaked right now, bro. You don't know.
Every character I cosplay as is the sweaty version.
The best one.
It's Jason on a hot summer day, or Carnage.
Yeah,
In the
I'm
middle of July.
actually a bunch of cosplay shit. Like I bought some 3D paint. It's called like puffy paint. I bought some Evo foam. I'm gonna modify Carnage a little bit more, make his claws cool.
Yeah. So do you have a full bodysuit for that Carnage? Besides the
Yeah,
Fuck,
Yeah, I saw the
that's
picture. I
dope.
was like, what the fuck, man?
Right?
fucking nutty.
Look legit. Yeah.
it came with shoes too, but I don't really like them, so I bought some boots that are like Zentai boots. And
Go
I'm gonna-
barefoot.
I'm gonna dye
Paint
the
your
sleeves.
bare feet red and
I
black.
thought about it, but I don't want my feet to like get sore.
No, you're right. It would just be funny. It's just like, why is his feet all hairy and shit? Like Venom got hairy feet.
Hairy feet. Or does he? I've never seen
Glue
it.
that I put on my toes would burn off the hair.
Yeah. The paint, the chemicals.
The dedication.
Yeah.
True dedication, man.
Yeah, there's a convention this month on the 24th weekend, I believe. It's Spooky Empire. So I'll be there. I got Michael Myers and Jason, maybe Carnage, depending if I go 3 days.
True.
Is that here in Orlando or
Yeah, it's in Orlando.
which is it, like a hotel or convention center?
I think it's usually at a hotel.
Okay.
I want to say it's at the Wyndham, but don't quote me on that.
I'll look it up too. Wouldn't hurt. Spooky what?
Spooky Empire. I went in Halloween time. And I bought man, I'm spending so much money. I got a prop axe that has it's a wooden handle axe with like a rubber blade. I bought a Bowie knife prop.
Nice.
I got a mask coming in that costs $180.
They're just good
YOLO.
investments, man.
I think
YOLO.
so too.
You're only Carnage once, right?
That's true.
That's
Yo,
right.
go.
Well, as many times as I wear it.
Hopefully, because if it's only once, goddamn, that was a huge investment for a one-time deal.
It's like shit.
No, I'm gonna wear the shit out of that.
It's legit, man.
What about you, Neil?
Me?
You gonna try to make
Only
it
thing
out
I
to MegaCon?
Yeah, MegaCon for sure. I feel like that's just a good goal to set, especially since Derek suggested Kirishima from My Hero. Shows just enough skin, so it's tasteful. But he's got a 6-pack. He's like, mildly buff. I can fit that. I'm just gonna have to tap my creative side and figure out how to make his costume, because it's just like shoulder pieces, like a mask and like cargo pants, I guess.
Right.
Doesn't seem too bad, but we'll see. But yeah, having workout goals though, like I haven't specified it. I might have to look up actual bodybuilding kind of like, or body sculpting rather than functional, like workout regimen.
Mine are generic. Like I just want to get better endurance, gain more mass, and then lose some fucking fat.
Yeah. Top 3, the Trinity.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah. So for me, for sure, it's that 6-pack, bigger shoulders, bigger arms, like all the glamour muscles.
Yeah.
So that's just pull ups.
Fucking upper body, man.
They're not gonna see my legs. I'm wearing pants.
Yeah, fuck that.
Chill. Maybe for day 2. Second day, I'll find a better one. Maybe buy a Speedo and go as one of the free guys.
True.
So bad.
Be like, oh, I'm from Free. Which one? The guy one.
The gay one.
You know,
yeah.
you can't tell what it looks like. Come on.
You don't know?
Do you want a picture or not? Get out of here.
Yeah. Never mind. I don't have to explain myself.
What?
It's Nala.
Cat stream. Oh my god, what is going on?
His views, baby.
He's what?
Oh.
Is that all I had to do? No? Okay, what the fuck? That just made it fucking worse.
He's straight red. Oh, look at the cat.
So happy. Don't look at that.
Don't look at the back.
The stress. Yeah, cosplay's
Maybe just stay in the dark.
been pretty good. Oh, dark looks good.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah.
Should I turn off my lights too?
Mine would be too dark. You try. Spooky stream. Spooky Empire, spooky stream.
Yeah.
Derek's gonna turn up his lights.
I was talking about Anthem today because I ran into him at the gym, and
Nice.
I was thinking about changing up my workout plan because like it's specifically for like building mass. So like obviously like you're expected to go up in weight like every cycle. You should be like going above like almost 10-15 pounds like your original starting weight.
Sounds strong as shit.
But like you should be eating like a caloric surplus, so you should be ideally building muscle to match it. But like every time I've done the program seriously, I've always been like on like a caloric deficit, so never like
You're
like
not
plateau.
building.
Yeah,
You're not getting big.
yeah. So it's like maybe I need to look up like a specific, like cutting, workout plan.
Sure. Yeah, I feel like I've never looked up a workout plan. I just know what muscle groups work together, and I'm like, I'm gonna push weight this way now, rather than like having numbers or tracking.
Mm-hmm.
So bad.
I dated this girl that bought a workout plan for me, that bitch, and
How they
I
go?
remember it was like some like 40 week workout. It went really well, but then I broke up with her.
Did you keep the program?
That didn't work out.
Yes, I kept the program. It felt really good. Like I felt like I was. I got to the point where you plateau really hard. And I was like, man, fuck this.
I made it to the top of this flat mountain. We're good. I made it.
But I
Yeah,
think,
like man, I look good.
but I think that does happen with like working out. Like I never. It was weird that I never thought about it, but it's just like if a workout plan isn't working for you, don't follow it anymore. Like even just like especially like the long workout plans. Like if you feel yourself plateauing, sometimes it's best for you to just like stop. Because if it's no longer working for you, then there's no point in like continuing that plan. You might as well just change it up. Because sometimes that's all it takes.
Definitely.
It's just like I don't remember who said it, but like when you go through like let's just say you go through like the same workouts like every week for every muscle group, you eventually get proficient in that motion. Like where it's not like you're building the muscle, but you just like your body learns, okay, these are the mechanics of how to do like a bench press. Or this is the mechanics of like how you would do like a chin up But like if you don't do pull-ups, when you go to pull-ups instead of chin-ups, it's gonna feel different. Or like when you go from like barbell bench press to like dumbbell, it's gonna feel different. Obviously, you're still working the same muscle group, but like the mechanics itself is gonna be different, and you're gonna like sometimes it's almost like a small wake-up call. Just like basically you shock the muscles. You do something different to work it out.
Yeah, I mean,
like
really.
go ahead. No.
I think like I always tell myself like, man, I really want a great body, but then I don't care enough to want that, and I'll end up doing like a plan for a little bit, and then I'll take a long hiatus, and then I'll do another plan, and then I'll take a long hiatus. And really, I just need to get the motivation to get active and lose weight. I think if I lose weight first, I'll be able to decide from there what I want to do.
True.
I need to fucking do some push-ups to be honest with you.
Accountability, man. I think it all comes down to just being like being accountable for things. Like if you don't, like if you want to work out, you should have some sort of like almost like a punishment. Maybe not a punishment, but like when you like create like a reward system to help you become accountable for things. So it's like, you know, if you go to the gym, then you can go home and fap. Awesome. Great reward.
Yeah, you're like
or if you don't work out, don't fap.
Oh no.
Well, I mean,
you know, or like almost just something like that. Or if not, like that's what I want to do with like our workout group, but I just got lazy with it, or just like it just felt like I was just being like a bother, or like I'm just like flooding newsfeed for like stupid shit. Be like, hey, what are you guys doing today? But almost just like get people like in the mindset thinking like, oh, like what are you like? Have you done something today? Almost like a small nudge. Because I feel like sometimes, I know for me that helps when someone's like, oh, you know, I went to the gym today, I did this, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, man, what the fuck have I done? I've been sleeping all day. Let me just get out there and go to the gym so I can say that I went.
See, that's good because me, I hold myself accountable and I have no accountability. I'm just like I know my eating pattern is bad because I eat like once a day. My sleep pattern's bad because I go to sleep at like fucking 9 a.m. and then it's like I have no time to do anything.
Yeah, small steps, man. Just gotta pick one thing and then try to build around it.
Yeah,
I need to motivate myself to just go out and play basketball because I fucking hate running, or maybe like put on my cleats and run around and kick a ball.
I feel like if you're fishing for so much motivation, it might not even be that anymore, man. You might just have to fucking force yourself to do something. Yeah,
it needs to be exciting though, so it has to be like soccer or basketball.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Like find something that entertains you that you get excited about. Like you said, I was talking to my friend saying how his pops was shitting on him. He was just like, you don't like doing it. You don't like anything you do. Like you're not excited about anything. And then my friend was just like, I don't know. It's growing up. and then his dad goes like when you were a kid, Christmas morning, you're always excited. Like why don't you find Christmas morning in like the things you do every day? You know? I was like, damn, that's fucking deep, Dad. And then my friend was just like, man, fuck you, Dad. I was like, all right, shit.
You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. You don't know me.
You don't know Christmas.
The thing that I enjoy the most is probably cosplay right now. Like I'm fucking around with it. I'm trying out new things. I'm like slowly getting into making stuff, but I'm not. I know I have the artistic ability, but I am hesitant to do so because I don't want to waste my time.
Right. I mean, you're already like halfway committed into it, so it's fine, you know?
Yeah, I've got some good shit. Like I think horror was a good start for me because I'm a physical specimen.
Yeah, exactly.
Nothing like
you're not like a good unit,
like Sasquatch.
No, I feel like you're already in a good place with it, and you've gotten a lot of positive feedback for it. So, I know you say like you're half into it, but I feel like it's a good safe bet, you know, to really commit into it. Because I feel like whenever we've cosplayed before, it was like only Halloween, maybe one thing. We never really applied it, you know, or we never really related it to our own lives. Where we love shows, we love anime, we love just things that we really connect with. This is another way to represent it, or create an outlet for that energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I had to dive in for sure to get the motivation to do it.
Exactly. Yeah. And you're already like neck deep, dude. You're like neck deep in blood in your Jason costume, bro.
Oh man, you guys should see the blood effect. You want to see it?
Yeah, bring it out, man.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like the first time I cosplayed at at MegaCon or like a little con, dude, it's just like it's Halloween in the middle of the year. It's so dope. And then you see other people's cool costumes, and then you see your like if people recognize your own, that's already a huge compliment. You're like, holy shit.
Yeah.
I'm recognizable.
So these coveralls, they were originally gray. I dyed them brown, and I've been messing around with the blood effect to make it look wet.
Yeah, it's
That's
like
sick.
glossy.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's
That's super cool.
it's actually just clear glue, and then I sprayed I made it look dirty with like coffee and tea, and once I get yellow dye, I'm gonna dye it a little bit more.
For the urine, yeah.
It's gonna smell so good.
Urine.
Glue and coffee and piss.
Of course, man.
But it's like it stands up like a jizz sheet because it's so fucking stiff. It's like you come in a suction and like it becomes solid.
That's
no,
your
I don't
next
know what that's
material.
like.
It's like so solid.
Jesus.
Yeah, it really is.
That's pretty sick.
That's actually Jason's secret armor too. The more he
Yeah.
murders people,
That's
just
why he
his
never
clothes.
dies. It's just so fucking hard. This fucking body armor.
Yeah, he gets armor buffs every kill. He's just like, sorry, bro. I killed millions. You can't kill me.
Dude,
It's so
God.
ridiculous. Why does the knife break when I stab him here? Years of hardened blood.
Dude, God.
Oh, look at that view. Damn.
Perfect.
Oh, shit.
Not safe for work.
Double not safe for work. Oh, God. So, I don't know. I haven't seen a lot of Halloween, right? Michael Myers is Halloween. I haven't seen a lot of Halloween movies where, like, you know how, like, Batman costumes, you have to do the black
on the
kind of
inside?
eyeliner,
So-
like eyeshadow? Like, do you have to do that with Jason, too, or nah? Or, like, he's, like, bare skin, like, around the mask, eyes?
With Jason, I have a cowl that's like latex, and then I wear wig caps, like 2 or 3 of them, because it blacks out my eyes, and it just looks cooler. And I do that with Michael too, but the next mask I'm gonna do, it has like cuts like right here,
Yeah.
and like cheek, and it shows his skin. So I think I'm gonna just do it without it, because it's more like this is definitely a man that's just like psychopathic, whereas this one's kind of like a ghost in a way, or a spirit, like a demon. That's why his eyes are blacked out.
Right. Like, it's a Spectre kind of deal. Yeah. Not safe for work, man. Can't do that.
I was gonna get that back. Kinda.
Sorry, Kevin. I know he was gonna try to tune in at work.
But yeah, I do the mask underneath, and it also helps because I sweat like a runaway. So it helps to like be able to take the mask off when I'm like suffering immensely.
Right.
Like, Olympic runaway, right? That's what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like
Contributor
I've
dash?
gotten to the point where I'm like dedicated to the craft, where I'll go to the bathroom to cool off. I won't like just take off my mask in the middle of the show.
True. That's pretty legit.
So the only
man.
people who get to see me are taking a piss in the bathroom.
Well, that's good though. Definitely like finding something that you're interested in and use that as motivation for like even just like fitting new cosplays or like taking it to the next level and doing stuff. like that.
Yeah. It really helps getting like something that you're passionate about. I know you guys are doing stand up, which I think is really cool. I don't have the confidence. I like talking, like we're just funny, like joking with each other, but I could never be on stage and talk. Like I can barely be on stage and sing.
Sure.
I do that.
I would say
You've
you don't
done
need
that.
confidence when you're shameless and you don't give a fuck about people.
That's
It's like
true.
a pseudo confidence.
It's not.
It
I don't
is.
care what other people think about me. I care what I think about me.
So wait. So if you care what you think, like, what are you thinking then? That makes you affected.
I'm disgusting, and I should stay off stage.
Disgusting.
What do you think of me?
You're like in the middle of a song. You're like, lost in love. Get the fuck off the stage, you fucking slob. No one wants to hear you or see you. You're like,
Voices
it's
too.
like, wow, he's really emotional with the song. It's just like,
You
no.
can hear those voices. That was just me.
Like, oh god. I need to go.
Honestly, like when I hear myself sing, I'm like, oh, gross.
You gotta own it, man. Just own up to it.
That's true
And
too.
besides, like, you already have a good voice, man. You don't have to sweat that shit.
I appreciate it.
There's performer
definitely need
Filipinos and then actual singer Filipinos, right? That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Like every
But,
Filipino sings, it depends on if they're actually good.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. but yeah,
I think,
Mark, like, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
Good.
I was gonna say I think Kevin has a great voice, and I'd like to work with him because when he like sings karaoke, is Kevin watching right now?
He may be on. You can check.
When
Hey, Pinoy boy, ahoy. Where you at?
when Kevin sings, it's really good. But he goes like I think he pushes it too hard sometimes when his voice is already good enough to not push it. You know what I'm saying?
And he just doesn't know. Like, he needs those lessons or those critiques. Definitely help him
I
with
think
that.
part of like not doing too much. Like once you get to a level, you don't need to overexert yourself to stand out. You can just be natural about it.
I think it also is just finding like your comfort range of a song, and like realizing, okay, maybe I'm not gonna be able to sing at like the exact key the singer had it, but I know my comfort range where I can still make it sound. I can make it sound good at my key, kind of thing. And
Yeah,
I think
feel
both
like
you guys
especially with karaoke, sometimes it's tough where
Oh,
you're just like,
Gary?
oh, I gotta reach that key, or even just like even shit like I know in Rock Band, sometimes that shit was like super tough because you had to sing at the key. Like if you didn't sing at the right key, you just get like 0 points. It'd be the worst.
Oh, it's like the Twitch
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, I think both of you guys are good at singing. I think it's like you said, it's just the comfort and the familiarity with a song. Like once you know
Yeah.
a song by heart, it just goes.
Yeah.
Like whenever I do karaoke with at Big Daddy's, I'm like, I definitely 100% need to know the song, or it's gonna sound like shit.
Sure, yeah.
Because I have that doubt. Like you can hear the doubt in everyone's voice when they're, oh, do I know the words?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like those songs that you pick, and then halfway into it, you're like, I don't know the rest of this fucking song.
You're like,
and you're like,
I have never heard this.
Man, I should stop skipping the song 2 minutes in.
like, this is how the song keeps going? This is how it ends? I never heard this
I
part.
just like tell the DJ, hey, just cut it right there.
And we're good now.
Next song, next person. Get me off
Like
here.
the only reason I do Sex on Fire so much is just because we did it on stage and I practiced the hell out of that song, and I know that I can sing it, so like there's no barrier for that. But when I did She Will Be Loved, I like that song a lot and I've sang it a lot, but on stage it was just completely different. I was like, man, I suck.
It was alright. It didn't suck. Sucking is like people that really just don't know how to sing. Or oh my god. So Mark, there was one guy. He kept complaining to the karaoke DJ. He was like, yeah, turn up the speaker, turn up the monitor, because apparently he couldn't hear it. But the whole first 2 minutes of the song, he was off by a beat. You remember that, Derek? Oh my god, it was brutal, dude. Like no one could do worse than him that night, for sure.
But I think with karaoke though, it is very much performance based. Like where like you could be really shitty, but just like have like a good time, or like literally perform and own it, and just know I'm shitty, but I'm here to have a good time. And like some people will still enjoy it. Some people will be like, all right, this guy sucks. But like you know what I mean? Like it's not as bad as being like, oh shit, I suck, and then just like crumbling while you're there. You know? Like I feel like at that point you've already committed that far. You just own it.
Yeah. Or if you don't and you just keep struggling along, you're just like, oh god, this sucks, and you're just like like crumpling in, and everyone's just there with you, like cringing. You're like, oh god, this is
fucking like
awful.
running downhill, and then you just keep rolling and rolling, and it just keeps getting worse and worse. I feel like you just have to like get through the point where you're just like, fuck it now. Like I'll roll with it as opposed to trying to like stop.
Yeah.
And just be more awkward. Just fucking end it as soon as possible, but just own it.
Yeah, like you're already going downhill. There's no reason to stop and then stop halfway downhill? That's not how that works. You still got to get down. Yeah. Absolutely.
Oh my God, Rising Star again.
No, we go to Big Daddy's now.
It's way cheaper. It's $3.99.
That's
I
true.
want to do. I want to see if they have Amon's "Fuck It" song. I would definitely want to sing that shit.
They probably do, man.
Yeah.
Gonna sing my heart out. Just because that's all my ex-girlfriends.
Every one of them. It's a
Every
Derek
single
anthem.
Every single one. All the ones I broke up with.
What I said, don't need you now. Yeah, man.
Yeah, but by end of March, hopefully we have a set together. Hopefully we have the balls to sign up for someplace.
No.
And
No
just do it.
balls. That second part.
No balls.
No
balls
balls.
or not, just do it.
Accountability means we're fucking signing up. It's happening.
Yeah.
Let me know. I'll call off that day and I'll come watch.
Yeah, for sure. It's gonna be the 27th.
Is that a Wednesday?
Wednesday. Yeah, is Wednesday better for you, Mark? Like, which day out of the week is the best?
I could do Wednesday. If we're gonna sign up for an open mic, then I'll just head over like after class instead of going to the gym. So I'm like there. I'll be there by like what? Maybe probably like 9 at the latest. Let's say like 8:30, 8:45 ish.
All right. If anything, would you want to do Tuesday, Falcon Bar? So it's a mixed bag.
Yeah. I mean, I say fuck it. Why not? Because I think at Falcon Bar, worst case, if you're boring, they won't pay attention to you.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. Oh God.
I feel like at Bull and Bush, I feel like it's kind of nicer because it's a smaller crowd.
And everyone's a comic there.
Yeah.
Like, there's gonna be one random person that's like, "What's going on here? Fucking open mic? I'm gonna drink." Everyone else is just like, "I don't give a fuck about anyone else. I need to practice my set."
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
But I think one, or even just do both.
Yeah. Or Friday. Oh, I feel like Drunken Monkey is
will
way
be-
more high key about it though.
Yeah.
Like, I would get
That'll be
stressed at
tough
Drunken
if you
Monkey.
guys-
I
If
feel
you guys
like
do it the week of the 25th, that'll be tough for me to come.
The week of the 5th.
The 25th, because I'm gonna be calling out that Friday, and I'm gonna get in trouble for it, but I don't fucking care. Because someone already requested it off, and I was like, well, that's tough. That's when the Spooky Empire is, but I'll try and call out the next day if I can.
So wait, when you call out Friday, you mean 22nd?
Yeah, because that's the start of Spooky Empire.
What are the hours of Spooky Empire?
I mean, 12 to 7, I think.
Yeah.
12 to 8. And then Saturday, Sunday,
and then
10 to...
But then Friday night, you still have like an after party thing that you're gonna do with you, like or not after party, but like maybe a follow up hangout.
I might. I hope that it's Saturday instead, because I'd rather do it then. Because Friday I have some a friend or two coming in to go to Spooky Empire on Saturday.
Okay.
So if they end up coming in, then I'll bring them to the stand-up thing.
Right. That's what I was gonna suggest. If anything, just go to Drunken Monkey on the 22nd. Dude, like, and also Mark, we're not gonna be worse than Papa Smurf, bro.
Yeah, that's true. The bar, like, I feel bad for saying, but I feel like the bar has already been set pretty low, where, like, it really feels like a confidence boost where, like, I could legit say almost anything, and it'd be okay.
Exactly, yeah.
But I need to figure out, like, a good way to... I need to, like, go through the set, either, like, with people, or, like, just in the mirror and, like, time it and just see, like, how long can I really go for? Or, like, you know, do I need to have, like, my 2 stories, or can I just do one for, like, 5 minutes or whatever?
True.
Stories are so good for stand-up.
Yeah.
But the only thing I worry about is if the story doesn't click. I feel like it, like, most of them are, like, pretty or they're simple enough where, like, it's pretty relatable. But it's just, like, I definitely need to find, like, my endpoint, my wraparound, or, like, my punchline for it.
Or finale, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
How much time do you guys have? Like 15 minutes?
No.
Hell no.
This is open mic. God. I would assume it's like, I'm assuming it'd be like 5 to 7, like max.
Type 5s.
True.
So that's why I'm assuming it's just like 5. And like, if they give you more, it may just be like a smaller place where like it's kind of like, well, you know, just do your thing.
Yeah, Falcon Bar has 10-minute sets, I believe.
Oh wow.
So
Maybe
if you want
start off with a couple jokes and then
story,
do the story after, and then try and relate that story to one of the jokes, like one of the punchlines you said earlier. That'd be a good wraparound, because I love when I listen to stand up and then like
they wrap around. Oh my
they
god,
come back to something they said earlier. I'm like, fuck, it's so good. Now it's complete. It's
it's like a real
basic-
money shot, man. It's so good. It's like you started a missionary, and then you're like, wait, I'm gonna flip this over, and then you flip them back, and then you finish on them, like in the face. You're like, oh wait, back here. It's great.
You mean in?
In their face? No, in.
I don't want to waste it.
Wow, wait.
This is life we're talking about.
Guys, every shot counts. Remember that.
Take your shot. Shoot your shot.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Just
Yeah.
tell something that puts you down and is depressing but funny. I think the audience, our age at least, would enjoy it.
Yeah, those are good.
I love laughing at other people. Not myself.
Don't fucking laugh at me.
Don't laugh at me. You're doing your set. You're like, stop fucking laughing. You're laughing at me.
This isn't funny.
I'm telling a story. Shut up.
Fuck you guys. You were the worst. Thank you. You just leave the stage. Like, fuck.
I hate everyone equally. Thank you.
Never coming back. End of the month though, Mark. I feel like 3 weeks. That's not bad.
Yeah, I definitely need to look back at the material that I have and just see, just keep grinding out and figure out like where else can I add like a small quip just to keep like the story going and flowing.
Yeah.
Or just to make sure like I have people's attention.
If you want to, I know Neil was pushing some jokes by me the other day, and then we got a few from each other. I don't know if you want to talk about it in the stream, though. Do you want to?
Oh, I mean, if it's cool with Mark.
I mean, you guys
So-
can. You guys can. I don't mind.
Right.
I'll probably end up doing it later.
It was just like a quick. I was just telling him how, not to brag, I was having sex, and the usual. And I was telling him how like condoms, you can't really like feel anything, and so like obviously I'm not gonna come because I'm a champion, and they asked if I was gonna come, and I was like, not with the condom on, and she said I could take off the condom, so I ripped it off like Hulk Hogan. It's like, yeah.
It's just like you rip it off. You're like, ooh, and then like your condom's there, and then you like pose like this, and then like
you have the condom on your hand just like this.
and then you're like you pose your pelvis so it's just like your cock is posing too. And you just like do one of these. You're like,
And then you hear that ominous voice, 1 minute remaining. Throw it against the wall like wet spaghetti.
You try to rip it off.
T-minus
You just
1
ripped
minute.
off some skin. You're like, ah, fuck.
Here comes the sauce.
Oh, fuck. It's like, so would you want some Alfredo to end this, or some marinara? I don't know.
It's all, oh god,
Marinara.
I'm 90% sure if I came blood, I'd pass out. Like blurted out blood. I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Oh.
I guess we're done.
Yeah.
Take me now, Lord.
Help me. Help me.
Instant.
Just pull out a pistol.
Money.
Not like this.
Oh man.
God, that must be terrible for the other person too. Like imagine, like you just off yourself and then the other person's just like what the fuck is going on? There's just a dead guy I just had sex with. like what the fuck?
Yeah, and then they're
man.
upset that they didn't get to come, so they start masturbating.
Well, I gotta finish the job.
Right.
He's still kind of warm.
Dick still hard. Of course it is, baby.
100%. Hashtag rigor mortis.
Always. It's hard.
Oh god.
Oh shit. We'll be away, so. But yeah, we were just talking mad shit though at karaoke, like talking shit like that, and then I forgot what the other things we were talking about. But I feel like it's just good riffing off of each other, you know.
Yeah.
It is. It's always good to bounce ideas. Anything I say that's funny, please take it, because I may forget it. And if you can say it again and make people laugh, that's what I like. Don't say it right after I say it and make people laugh. Not that I know anyone who does that, but just take the joke.
That's like the Key and Peele skit for like hypotenuse.
Yeah.
Joke.
Yeah. It's like, give me credit first, then you could use it.
You don't have to give me credit on stage. Laugh when I say it. Take it for yourself.
And then use it, yeah. Recycle the joke. Yeah, man. I feel like I have like 3 solid mini story kind of jokes or like train of thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
I think I told Derek this joke, and then I told it to Justin and Alex too. I don't know if I told you, Mark, but the whole idea is, you know that one comedian YouTuber, Count Dankula? You don't have to know him. He's an asshole. But the whole
Why do you say Count Cocula?
Count what? Count Cocula? That wasn't his name though. It wouldn't be as accurate.
Oh.
Anyway,
You kind of hope that somebody knows who he is.
yeah. I mean,
And
it's
if
not
not,
even
it's like,
about
fuck
him,
it. Yeah.
It's just more of the concept though,
Mhm.
or the story. So the whole deal is this comedian broke up with this girl, and he was left with the pug, the ex-girlfriend dog,
Mhm.
right? And he thought it'd be a genius idea to teach this pug how to do the Nazi salute. So every time he would say "Sig Heil," and this pug would just be like, "Sig Heil," like just look like so dopey, like doing Nazi shit. And then he was like, "Gas the Jews," and he's like, "Wah, wah," like just agreeing with him. It's like, holy shit, this guy's terrible. But I'm thinking, this is a joke. Clearly, it's a joke. There's nothing anti-Semitic about it. A pug Nazi, that doesn't exist. But he did like 5 years in jail for it, so it wasn't.
Jesus.
So it's fucked up.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Now,
you can't really teach a dog to hate Jews.
exactly,
Black
especially
people, but not
especially
Jews.
an Asian dog, right? Wait, what?
No.
Black people, but not Jews.
Delete this.
No, I'm using that
Is
shit.
it recorded?
No, it's immortalized. So the bit just keeps going, saying
Clip it.
No.
you can't a dog can't be anti-Semitic. A dog can't hate Jews, especially an Asian dog. Pugs are Chinese. They're Chinese dogs. If he taught a German Shepherd to do the Nazi salute, that's 100% fucked up. Like that's too appropriate, you know. You can't get like, oh no, it's a joke. You know what the fuck you were doing. Fun fact: 22 German Shepherds were actually sentenced prison time for their war crimes. It's pretty sad, but that's a fucking lie.
I was like, wait, what?
Be like, look,
I was like,
or be like,
somewhat believable.
yeah, look that shit up.
I
Call
like
me a liar.
history.
Yeah. But so the whole story keeps going though, saying like, now if the comedian taught his pug how to eat other dogs, then that shit's racist as fuck because he's a Chinese dog and I'm Asian and I eat dogs. Nah, I just eat cats. Nah, I eat pussy. That's it. It's the grand finale. But really, dogs. But like that was like the whole train of thought though. Like just relating it back to pugs being Asian or Chinese. Chug pugs, man. Chug 'em up.
Chugs.
That's what they are.
It's the original name.
Fucking joke.
But yeah, I feel like it's gonna be a terrible joke, but it's easy to follow. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I gotta just like smooth it out, polish it up.
Find a better way to talk about how you eat pussy.
Oh yeah. Like the punchline on it. So
Yeah,
I don't know how to transition from saying like if he taught the pug how to eat other dogs, that's fucked up because he's Asian, and I know because I eat dogs. And then it's like, no, just kidding. I eat pussy. Maybe just skip the cat part, right? I don't know. Like that's what I'm trying to
rough.
like.
I feel like for that it's kind of like getting a feel of like the room of like it's just like it's having that comedic timing.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Because I feel like that's where it is. If like where you pause long enough for them to process it, and then you kind of like see a little bit, and then you go onto like. Oh
right.
No, just forgot. Different country, different times. It's cats now.
Right. Something like that. Yeah. Just be like, we have a dog. We're underpopulated dogs. I eat cats. Or like just another way of saying it. Because for sure, I feel like the punchline, besides saying Pug Nazi saluting, German Shepherd Nazi salute, or Pug Nazi saluting joke. German Shepherd Nazi saluting crime. Pug eating other dogs, that's a crime. I know, I'm Asian, I eat dogs. Like that's the whole punchline like concept of it. But then just like the 1-2, I might just leave it at I eat dogs. But then I guess I'll feel it out.
I think if you're able to create a persona in that first few minutes, it would be better. Like if you relate all your jokes to eating pussy and then say that joke, and it'd be even better. Like you could be like when you start off with like, oh wow, like have a microphone and look around like, oh, nice, a lot of women out here tonight, nice, like, like ladies, what's up? I eat pussy.
Yeah, just feel like this feels like this is about the same size as the last clit I licked. If you know what I mean?
Right. Like yeah,
like
kind of lingus like that.
Yeah,
Am I right, ladies?
Like do that shit. It's so bad.
Like hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hi-oh.
I'm Asian.
Yo, that's real good. I'm gonna start doing that in pictures. Like,
Stupid.
that's legit. Or do that in videos, yeah, right? Just be like,
A GIF.
Yeah.
From Kingston, the old white lady.
You're right though. I need to frame it more around that pussy shit.
I think the pussy thing is good, but you can't just be like, oh, by the way, I eat pussy. You should be
Yeah.
the whole time you should be like, oh, a lot of women out here. Nice.
It needs a little bit more prep.
Yeah, like maybe say a few punchlines about women, like talk about your dating experience.
Yeah.
Like one night stands, anything like that. That's funny.
Right.
And not that your one night stands are funny, but
Because
they kind of are.
I feel like even then you could go into like how, like, you could be like, oh, I eat dogs, and like wait for a reaction, be like, oh come on, you all know I know all of you have had orange chicken. We all know there's no chicken that's orange. All right, you know where that comes from? Back alley, stray dog. Yo, that shit's about to be some nice Tiso chicken, my friends.
Panda Express. It should be Pug Express.
Panda Express, more like Puggo Express.
Speaking of pugs,
Speaking of pugs,
they hate Nazis, right?
Yeah, right.
I mean, wait, Jews.
Or yeah, I start like that, just saying like, the worst kind of dogs are dogs that hate Jews. Like just something absurd, absurd, and they're like, "What the fuck is he talking about?" I didn't say that right though. Like the way you said it, Derek, was a little bit better.
Like the Jews get a bad rap for everything, and now apparently there's a dog that hates them.
So ridiculous.
They get literally blamed for everything.
It's ridiculous. Like I would like the way you said it is how I would want to say it, because I know, like, I'm pretty sure 95% of the reaction is people just gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like kind of like a giggly "what the fuck" rather than like "the fuck," like very dismissive. I think that's the way to say it.
And I think if
Jews get a bad rap, like, yeah, you go.
If either of you are able to like I said, I think it's all about creating persona. I think Neil, your best comedy would be like if you make it sexual. And Mark, I feel like, whereas you haven't shared any of your stories or jokes, I think if like you're really good at having a blank face and saying a joke and like, you know what I'm saying, like just looking deadpan, it makes things a lot funnier, you know?
Or, you know that like that look you make when you're drunk? You're just like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like that serious face?
Yeah. Or like I would have to think of a way to, because I know like I keep thinking of like my milk story, where like I feel like I'm banking on that one, but I don't have any like almost like absurd. I don't have like any like absurd phrase or wording that I would say that like, by me saying it seriously, you're like, you laugh at first because you're like, oh, what he said just doesn't make fucking sense, but then you're like, oh, he's actually kind of fucking serious what he's talking about. Like, this idiot believed that if he drank like a gallon of milk a day, he would grow like a foot taller.
Mark, it does work.
No, it doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work.
That's exactly. That must be a Filipino thing, because my cousin asked my mom why I'm so tall, and she said, "Oh, Derek drank milk all the time."
That's why that shit hits home, bro. Like,
imagine how tall you'd be if you didn't drink milk.
I know, right?
Like,
That's what I was gonna go to in my milk joke was like, because I drank whole milk all the time. I was like, man, but cows aren't tall. They're just fucking wide. If you drink cow's milk, you get fat. You get wide. If I had fucking almond milk and I knew almond milk was a fucking thing, I could be a fucking tree. It'd be fucking huge.
Or you could
But no one
drink,
wants
like,
to drink nut
Chinese
milk.
breast milk.
Ladies.
The world's tallest woman's breast milk. That might help.
Where's she at? Where's she at?
Ladies.
But I think what I plan on doing is just doing like almost like very physical comedy, where like I'd get like overly passionate, or just like even just like act things out a lot in the story, just to like bring life and emphasis to it.
yeah.
Yeah, and I think I really like when you put yourself down. No offense. I think it's really funny. Like you could like I was telling about Niels when I say you could talk about dating. You could talk about love life. You want to be relevant to the audience, you know?
Yeah.
Like Neil's different because his story about the pugs thing is pretty funny, but that shit happened a few years ago. Not many people are going to remember it.
Right. But
if you put it in a good context, it's going to be funny no matter what.
right. Like the concept. I feel like the concept is a bit timeless. Like anti-Semitism and dogs. Everyone loves both.
Everyone loves dogs. And I mean,
And Jews.
people have differing views on Jews. It's fine.
Different views.
Yeah, you know.
Is it Jews or Jewish? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Fuck them. Nah, anyways, about pugs.
Back to the dogs. Oh shit. But yeah, Mark, I feel like the milk one for sure.
I do want to find like a
Like your punchline was good.
self-deprecating joke, but
Mhm.
it's just like, man, I can't think. I don't know. Like almost like a follow-up to it. Like I could say like depressing things about myself, but then there's no like. It's like that's it. Like, like you know what I mean? Like I wouldn't have like I'm trying to think about it, like almost like having like a self-deprecating like story or like a humor, but then it's just like I don't know where I would go with it.
Yeah, be like, the only reason I'm alive is because guns are too expensive. Just kidding. Don't say that.
I feel like if you just riff, like we just have to riff off of it though.
Yeah.
Like you got to say this stuff. Like if you say it to yourself or in your own head or like with no one around, it doesn't really bounce off anywhere. It just kind of eats away at your own soul. You just slowly die a little bit every time you're like,
yeah. I've been practicing self-deprecating jokes in the mirror, and then I just go back to sleep and don't get up.
Like that's a good one. So like, let me know if any of these jokes work for you guys. If not, I'll just sleep a little longer.
Don't worry, they haven't been working for me yet either.
Yeah.
Please
Shit
laugh.
like that.
The joke is funny. Please laugh.
Oh fuck. Yo, so Derek, that's what this one guy, Papa Smurf, said. After every joke, he was just like, "Come on, that's funny. I'm Papa Smurf." And then people would start having like forced laughter, like, like it was really cringy. But every single joke, he was like,
Jeb Bush, when he was like, "Please clap."
yeah, Jeb Bush, please clap. Oh shit.
Yeah, you got to find your pauses. How are you gonna go into your milk story, Mark?
I'm not. I think I would talk about myself. Like I'd be like, "Hey, how's everybody doing? Hope you guys like." I guess depending on the scene, I'd be like, "I hope you guys in the back can see me." If not, I have a really good excuse. Okay, dates back to when I was a child. You know, when I was a kid, obviously I wasn't born a fucking giant and then became this small over time. As a kid, I was always a very small child. My parents told me, Mark, if you want to grow big and strong, you gotta drink a lot of milk. And then go on from there. But that would be dependent on, like, huh?
When did you stop growing? You could talk about
that. We're digging in the wounds now, man.
I was like, man, I don't even know.
Am I done growing?
I'm not done yet. I'm still drinking milk, okay?
The fight never stops.
There's always a chance.
That took growth hormones.
I'll be
Mark, if
I'll be 5'5" in 2 years. Just wait.
You should blame your parents because they made enough money to not get food stamps, whereas I was able to benefit off of government milk and cheese. Government peanut butter. It came in a tin can. You had to use a can opener for. And look at me now. I'm a beast.
Also, as a kid, I was like super malnourished. Like there are pictures of me like when we went to the vacation on the Philippines. Maybe I was just wearing like a large shirt, but I was like my arm was like the size of my finger. Like it was just like, man, this is a starving child in the Philippines. Like it's like when you go to like a third world country and you see like kids with like the really large shirts that like have some random ass like American design and they're like skinny as fuck. That was me at like a nice 5-star resort with me and my brothers. Me and my other skinny ass starving brothers. I'm like, what the fuck? When I look back, I'm like, that explains a lot.
You know those third world country kids that wear 2018 NBA championship Cavaliers shirts? Boom roasted.
Fucking old Cavs shirts.
It's like whenever a team loses, those shirts go to like Africa or some shit.
What do we do with this?
For the champion, obviously they don't print them that second.
Yeah.
We love Dwight Howard on the Magic. He's so cool. It's like, what?
I actually have a Dwight Howard jersey. I'd let you wear it, but it's a 2XL. It may not fit.
Don't worry, it'll be like a blast from the past, man.
It's like when you're wearing that jersey, you can say like, "Oh, look how small I was." Like when I was 10. It's like, Dwight Howard. This is like 5 years ago. You're like, no, it's not.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Yeah, I think that like growing wise, I didn't stop growing till I was like 22 or some shit like that. But my feet have been the same size since 7th grade, so I look like a fucking clown walking around.
Jesus.
I was like 5'2" with size 12 shoes.
I'm just like, man, what the fuck would I look like with size 12? Because that'd be me.
You know, it's another attribute to me being poor. You know, I couldn't afford new shoes. Just wear the same shoes all my life. Stop growing. Problem solved. Your parents were trying to save money, and they didn't need to. Mark, that's a problem. You gotta blame your parents. They're probably putting anti-growth serum in your milk in hopes that you wouldn't grow to save money on clothes.
Fucking
Those
assholes.
fuckers.
It all comes to light now. The conspiracy exposed. They know.
Your parents pull out. They're like driving away. Like, what the hell?
Where are you going?
How the hell did he know?
Oh shit. Maybe they're getting more milk. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
We'll get the milk just for you, Mark.
Yeah. Yeah, you can blame parents for that. Or diet. What else? Don't blame your genes. Don't blame anything like completely logical, I feel like.
Your beliefs.
Your beliefs.
Yeah. Like, I never got the talk about birds and bees. I don't know about you guys. Did you get the sex talk from either of your parents?
No.
I think my parents trusted that I watched porn, and they kind of just... They're like, Neil's a smart kid. He watches porn.
Trusted or taught you?
He fucking knows. Wait, what?
Your mom found those starchy socks underneath your bed.
Yeah. They're standing up. They're just like this. You're like, ooh.
He's like, I know what semen smells like. I'm sure every mom does, right?
Yeah. Dude, I'm so scared of that when I'm a parent. I'm just be like, I know the smell for many years, man.
I know all the tricks.
I know all the tricks.
Yeah. Yeah, kids have it so lucky. Like they have smartphones, have anything with internet, they can just fucking open up porn. I don't understand how you get caught downloading porn like it's 2019.
Stream it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every night in their bed, just fapping away. Like I would never leave my room if I had a smartphone when I was in middle school, high school, or college.
Now.
Elementary school.
What do you think I am now? Still in my room.
Haven't left.
Yeah. Not wearing pants. Yeah, I never got to talk. My mom came into my room once with like a paper bag full of condoms when I was in 8th grade. I was like, oh, yeah, what are these for? I was like blowing them up like balloons, filling them with water. I was so stupid. I even tried one on. I was like, oh, I didn't think I'd tell that to anyone. For the first time, put it on. I was like, huh, not bad. What a waste. My dick's so slippery.
You put it on, you're like, now what do I do? Where does this go?
Yeah, this doesn't feel like anything. Useless. And ever since 8th grade, I hated condoms.
Birds and the Beanstalk, though.
I know I had a sex ed class, and I remember like all the parents of like the kids, they had to like get a waiver signed where it's like, hey, we're gonna have like a sex ed course. We want to make sure like you parents are okay with your kids taking the class. Definitely in the class, I didn't learn shit. Like when I think back on it, I'm like, when did I learn about like sex? It's probably mostly from porn.
Yeah.
And then like
I learned.
And then by the time like my parents kind of figured out like, oh, we should, like, since my mom worked at a women's clinic, she's like, you know what, I'm gonna be a smart, proactive parent. I'm gonna get them condoms, and then like same thing. Like my mom came in with like a paper bag full of condoms, and I was like, she came in with a paper bag. I was like, what's the bag? I looked in, and I was like,
bag?
oh, these are condoms. I was like, cool, thanks, mom. And that was kind of like, it was just like that sort of like quick exchange, like, okay, you know what these are, be smart. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Be smart, throw them away. Condoms.
I don't see.
Yeah, I part of me
videos.
wishes I had to talk because I had no idea what I was doing. Like the first time I had sex, right before that, thank goodness, I went to HJ City in the shower, and I was like, man, this is so nice. And then when I had sex, I was like, no fireworks. I was like, oh, that was okay. It was funny. I was like, oh, that was okay. And then I just like was like a fucking rabbit, you know. Oh, that was okay. Also, let's never stop.
I feel like that's a good one though. The talk. I feel like for.
How do you tell that to people? Like, hey, son. I mean, I wish someone taught me how to respect women. I'm still learning. Like, I mean, like teaching me about, oh, put your penis inside a vagina. That doesn't teach me anything. You know, like how do you get to the point where you can put your penis in a vagina? I had to learn that on the internet. You know, I was playing MMOs, so thank goodness there was voice chat. I was on chat rooms. I was watching VHS porn. I remember, what was it, Street Fighter, where Chun-Li showed her tits. You guys know what I'm talking about? In the shower?
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
Yo, dude, masturbated to that so much.
Oh yeah, I was like, man, this is on a video.
Google this real quick.
Holy shit.
Dude, it was like I was using a Pikachu VCR. I was like looking around my room. You know the blue VCRs with the Pikachu on it.
God.
If you look it up, you'll know. Promise.
I would just stay up late and find like the channel 98 on cable, and just pray to God the signal worked. Yeah. I stumbled across it one night because I was up late. I was like, what is this? I was like, oh, this is on TV?
Yeah, I think in high school we were passing around softcore porn with this. I think she does hardcore porn now. I can't remember her name. This is like the Spanish woman with bolted on tits. And we would pass it around in a. Do you guys remember the movie King Arthur? It was like a really cool movie. Everyone. It was like came out in like the mid 2000s.
Yes.
There's this one with the crow, and like he had like a samurai sword. Anyways, we passed around in a King Arthur case, and we joke calling it like Sword in the Stone edition. It's literally just softcore porn. It's so good. Just
Good
watching
circle of
boobs
friends.
bounce. I was like, man, this is nice. Like, we'd used to like whenever there's a sex scene in a movie, we'd like share with our friends. Like, dude, this is so awesome. I remember someone showed me on the Zune porno once. I was like, holy shit, this is cool. I was playing like kickball. I was like, oh my god, this is so cool.
Goddamn Zunes, man.
What was it? I remember I tried to download a Naruto movie once, and it was like some. I'm pretty sure it was like Johnny Sins wearing a sombrero, banging some Mexican girl upstairs. Like, this is not Naruto.
Whoa!
Like Naruto. What is this?
Fucking shit, man.
On LimeWire, of course. Reputable service.
Fucking shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, like, everyone has, like, kids are growing up so fast. Like, I grew up pretty fast, too, sexually, but, like, I feel like kids nowadays, like, they have so much access. And I don't think anything's different as far as, like, kids growing up fast, but it's more widespread. Like, I'm sure everyone's, like, now, like before we'd, like, sneak around, try and, like, mess around with each other. Now, like, kids are eating ass, you know? Like, that was never a thing.
Yeah.
And now it's common that people
It's
eat
like
ass,
you
know?
eat ass.
Yeah, like, I remember I ate ass and people were like, "Oh my god, like that's so weird." And now it's just common.
Commonplace.
You know, it's like you don't eat ass.
Yeah. I feel like eating ass now is like the, or during our time, it was as like a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
Eating
taboo.
ass is
It's eating pussy.
ham.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Eating ass is face. Hey, I'm gonna eat your ass now.
Say what
Sorry,
now?
wait, my name's Derek. Let me introduce myself. It's so rude.
Name first. Sorry.
Man.
For some reason, when you were saying, "Oh yeah, you know, kids had to sneak around and like to eat ass," and I was just like, "You're just sneaking around with your bros and you're gonna eat each other's asses?" Like I was like, "What the fuck?"
You gotta practice somehow. Girls aren't gonna let me practice.
I mean, I have a
Hey,
butthole.
All
You have a
asses are
butthole.
yeah, all asses are the same. Girls have hair on their butt, right? I haven't seen.
I haven't
I
seen
know
one,
guys
but guys,
From personal
I know-
experience.
from a reputable source. Myself.
I have a funny story about that. I remember the first time, like, I'm a hairy guy. I remember the first time I found a hair on my asshole. I was cleaning myself, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Trying to pull it, it hurt so bad.
You're just like, is this a string of poop? Like, Jesus.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is? I was like, is something inside me? Like a tea bag?
It's like a tea bag.
It's just pain. You pull it, pain. That's all.
Jesus.
How can I forget? When did I eat this tea bag? Like, how do I even forget about that? I don't understand. What
Yeah,
the
and I'm
fuck?
thinking like why pull my head hair when I'm upset? Just pull my ass hair instead.
Just pull my ass.
I'm pulling my hair out, man. I'm so stressed out. Like, Derek, your hair looks fine. No, not there.
You just drop trowel. Check it. Clean.
Oh man. When was your first sexual experience? Like, maybe not sex, but something like second base, third base.
High school for me. On New Year's Eve. Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah.
The girl was in high school and you weren't.
Yeah.
It's a couple nights ago. What was the date?
I remember like it was yesterday.
I was in high school because I was in a high school. Or
December 31st, 2018.
2018.
being in a high schooler is being in high school, right?
Exactly. I was in high school once.
God.
I was in fucking middle school in 8th grade, and I was outside of a public library. And it was the first time I ever licked vagina, and I was like, ugh. Tasted like batteries. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like,
Get this 9-volt cunt out of my face, bitch.
Oh my god. What was that? I know the worst. One of my friends told me. He was like, "Man, every Indian girl I've dated, her pussy like tastes like curry." I was like, "Man, what the fuck?"
I need to date an Indian girl.
Yeah, I was like, that doesn't sound too bad.
Are we talking like red curry or yellow curry?
Spicy,
depends.
not spicy.
Hey, Santa Maria, I also like to lick batteries.
Fucking shit.
9 volt.
9 volts. When was the first time you guys licked the 9-volt battery? Never.
You mean the big ass battery? I was just fucking around, man.
Just fucking around.
I heard that like people die from that. So then when me and Ivan were working in high school, and we had a 9-volt battery, I'm like, bro, you gotta fucking lick this. Yeah.
Oh my god.
You're like this. You're like.
Punjabi curry, not Punani curry.
Punjabi. Fucking shit.
Punjabi.
No,
Punjani.
never licked batteries. I don't think. When I think back on it, I don't think I've ever done. I don't think I ever did anything that was like. Life. Well, I don't even know if I want to call it life threatening.
Like risky.
Yeah. Like where if I knew there was like potential, if I knew there's potential physical harm, I was like, no, fuck this.
What about the potential to get caught? Like in a vehicle on the side of the road, on the way back from grad nights, anything like that.
Lots of situations.
No, there's no potential of getting caught.
Grad nights, I don't do that anymore.
No fear.
Thank you, Disney. Yeah, I was an animal. I was just like a raging hormone monster.
Oh my
I still
God.
am, but I used to be as well.
But in Origins, that reminds me of like all those
I have a job.
Like, the other like Disney park event where it's like all the religious retreat people that would go. I forget what it's called. Like,
Rock the Universe.
like Rock the Universe. There was
Oh,
another one, I
right.
think. I forgot what it's called. But like, being very naive, I remember Ivan. He was just like, "Yo, man, come with me to this one retreat." And I was like, "Nah, man, it's religion. It's gonna be boring as shit." Little did I know,
Yeah.
it's the opposite.
I went
Boring
to
as shit.
I went to like a church retreat with this girl I was dating, and I didn't get any action. Night of Joy. There we go.
There you go.
I didn't get any action at the church camp, but I knew that me going to this would make this girl that I was like talking to just like soaking wet for me. So I went.
Attaboy.
So
That's
much,
the beginnings. The beginnings of
sometimes
heartbreak
you have to
came.
make sacrifices, do things you don't want to do.
Absolutely,
Oh
man.
god.
Listen to them about their day, stuff like that. Honestly though, like okay, if someone you're not dating talks to you about their day, that's like a female that is like talking about their day, like you're like why the fuck are they talking to me about this shit? I don't give a shit. Like unless you like them. If you like them, then it's like, oh, tell me more. Like, oh, that bitch, I can't believe she said that. But like if you're not interested in her, you're just like in one ear, out the other. I want this to stop.
Yeah,
Very true.
that is true. That is true.
It is. Like when I lived with the girls, like I knew like whenever they'd get home, I would just go right from the kitchen right to my bedroom to avoid talking to them about their day. I'm like, oh, look at the time.
Jesus.
That's also known as the best roommate because they don't have to deal with you either.
Exactly, and
It's true.
it's fucked up thinking you do things to benefit yourself, and if something doesn't really benefit you, it's easily avoidable. You're like, do I really want to go out this weekend? Nothing's really going on. I'm just gonna stay home. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it, yeah.
Like I've got like a shit ton of liquor in my freezer. I don't need to go anywhere.
Very true.
Thanks for the invite.
Yeah.
If you ever want to do a podcast at my apartment, let me know. We got liquor. I got a sweet couch.
Got
You got
cat.
space. Well, we went through all the
Yeah, I
hassle of fucking getting Skype and shit set up. We don't need it anymore.
You can sit next to each other now.
Yeah. Mark's just like, I reject your offer of an invitation. We don't have to go out.
Yeah,
We're
I
right
mean,
here.
like, once it hits 11, I'll start drinking, and it will make this more interesting. But like, if it's still going on, but like, obviously, I'm still on call, so I don't want to start drinking, and then like something
And
happens.
something happened, you're like,
Oh.
oh, fuck,
Yeah.
fuck.
1 sec, just like chug water.
Yeah.
Like, all right, sobered up. You're like,
Oh fuck, this isn't water, this is vodka. Shit.
it's a good luck, everyone.
Good luck, world.
It's this weekend. I know I'm jumping around, but I know you went downtown and stuff. This weekend I went to like a hangout with my coworkers. It was pretty cool. Like all my coworkers are black. Most of them are female. I think there's only one other male. But it was like a unit game night thing, and we played spades. We played Tonk. We played Cards Against Humanity, which I won, which is excellent. And we drank a lot, and it was pretty cool. Like they're all like, Derek, you're so cool. Like you really fit in with us. And then like one of my coworkers was like, Derek, you're officially half black now. I was like, oh, thank goodness.
Finally.
I think that, like,
This night was worth
right?
it.
Like, there's 2 times I want to hear that: when I'm hanging out with friends, and when I pull out my dick.
It's like, I'm Derek.
And then
I'm
Pulled over by
half
the
black.
police, I'm white.
Yeah.
All white, 100%. I'm full
Hi,
white.
Derek Armstrong. Pleasure to meet you, sir. It's my license and registration. Black? No, what?
I don't know where you heard that. Definitely not me.
My shirt turns white.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about tattoos?
They're cool. I don't know if I can get one soon.
I want to get a forearm tattoo, like from my wrist up to here. And I'm trying to think of designs. I don't know if I should do a mural of things I like or one like pattern. I think one pattern might be pretty cool.
Just get a Magikarp or a koi fish. Both.
Just
Get
a koi
one, like, a
Magikarp.
really
But it goes really long.
get a really nice
ridiculous.
koi fish on one side and a dopey like Magikarp on the inside.
Well, like you guys, Mark, you watch One Piece, right?
Yeah.
I want to get eventually, once I am for sure I won't get fired. I want to get death tattooed on my
death?
fingers like Trafalgar Law. Oh my god, it looks so badass. And then I don't want to just have finger tattoos and no forearm. You know?
Yeah, I feel like you gotta go like all. You gotta full commit. It just looks.
Yeah, like
you just look like a fucking weirdo. You just have check the shit out. I'm cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
But yeah, I was thinking I might do like, it's so cliche, but the Japanese sleeves look pretty tight. But then there's so many like anime tattoos I want to get. Like I want to get Scar, like a part of Scar's tattoo from Full Metal. I want to get the blood seal from
Just
Full
get,
Metal.
just get the full fucking sleeve.
I thought about just the forearm. I was like, damn, that looks so tight. I want to get a Death Eater tattoo because I think that'd be cool. Just a bunch of nerdy shit, you know.
Yeah, I feel like I've thought about getting tattoos, but I'm also like I don't know what I would want. Like where I'm like, what would I want to like potentially have on my body for? I mean, potentially for like there's like your life, you know, like a part of me like I think too much about it. Where I'm like, oh, I want something meaningful or some shit like that. But I'm also like, just a fucking tattoo.
You can get both. You can get something that's meaningful and then something
I
that's
think it's
weeb as
right.
fuck.
My right arm is going to be strictly just for fun, like things I like, and then my left arm I want to get like a tattoo for my mom. I want to get something Filipino related. You know, shit like that. I think both of you guys would look really cool with tattoos. I think Mark would look exceptionally cool with tattoos.
Like a Mike Tyson one.
Oh yeah, right on your face that says.
Go
instead of-
inside though. It goes.
Just go in. Jesus.
Get the yang, the black yang. You know, over here.
Yeah, the white of your eyes, the yang
Yeah.
inside the yang.
Oh
Get
fucking god.
you know Sting's face paint. Get that tattooed on your face.
Oh my god.
You get white tattooed.
Oh shit.
Get the Luffy X. That'd be cool.
with the weird the
Oh,
the undercut
The
under his eye, or the huge X on the chest.
Get the Rurouni Kenshin X, and then the Luffy scar.
Just get
Same
all
side,
the possible
same side.
scars.
Yeah,
Like
everything.
Zoro's
Yo,
eye scar.
I was like so bad with the scar across my eye.
But I have thought about it a couple times, but then I'm also like, I don't know what I would want.
Get a Japanese sleeve and then like mix in things that you like. Like if you like just make it like a Japanese style of whatever you want. Like if you want a fucking tiger tattoo, make it blend in with like you know how the Japanese sleeve style with the waves and shit and like plants. I think they look cool. I personally only want black tattoos or like maybe red or white, but I don't want like filled in color, you know. Because one, I'm cheap, and two, I want to look like a coloring book.
True.
That's my dream.
Want to be
You know,
more
it-
like a
it-
Saturday
comic
morning
book.
cartoon or comic.
If I ever have kids, I'll just give them markers when they're bored and then color me in.
But stay in the lines, you fucking idiot.
No more coloring for you, you moron.
Do you foresee yourselves having kids?
No, I'm gonna die alone.
Uh,
Dating isn't going so well.
have you tried Match.com, the paid one?
No, because I don't think I'd pay for a dating service. I don't know. I'm also broke, so
Yeah.
I'd rather just take the risk with free shit, cause I'm cheap.
I've been told that people on the ones that paid are a lot more serious.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean,
About dating. Fucking pain.
yeah, I would hope so. I'd fucking hope so.
Also,
yeah, I think I would do it when I'm 35. If I'm single, then I'll definitely pay. Like fuck it.
yeah, I feel like that's also a part of it though, because we're getting to that age where, we're in that age pool that would use Match or eHarmony and everything. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh my god.
if we were trying to
Walter-
use that in college just to hook up, it would be like, no, what are you doing? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, where were these apps when I was in fucking college? I could have been slanted.
I'm saying, fucking saying.
They're still in college, but still, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like
I was in college too.
I think once I get to the feeling where like I've exhausted my resources or like free dating apps, then I'd be like, all right. If I'm still having no luck, then all right, we'll pay for shit.
Fuck yeah. Or you go through the normal Filipino networking.
Oh
Go
my
to
god.
you go to church. You meet
Right.
Mortita's daughters and stuff.
If I'm 35 and before I pay for a dating app, I'll just go to the Philippines and ask my grandma to introduce me to someone. She's been telling me, she's like, there's plenty of women here. I'm like, I'm sure. Just give it time.
Yeah.
Gotta find me a nurse that's willing to move over.
No, you just need to find a nurse. They're always willing to move over.
That's true. Find out she's like a third cousin. Fine with me.
My kids won't be that bad, right? Kids.
Or,
No kids.
blood or marriage.
Blood or marriage. Doesn't matter either way.
I think I would be too cautious of a father. Shut up! And I don't know. Like I feel like I'd be so worried that either my kid's gonna be autistic or an asshole, and I don't want that. I was such a nice kid growing up. You know, I didn't give my mom too much shit. I was helpful, and I'd be severely disappointed if my kid was like a little shithole who was like spoiled, and I'm like, how the fuck did you get spoiled? I only treat myself.
Seriously.
But I think that just comes to like, it feels weird like saying it like this, but I feel like that comes down to like parenting. You know, like if you let your kid get away with shit, like they're gonna keep doing shit. Like even if you discipline them well, like I know like for example, like Bradley's like pretty well disciplined, but there are times where like he definitely like he'll troll like his mom like real hard. just because
she's
he
a
knows he can
pusher.
get away. He knows he can push her buttons, but then like she won't take that shit. But
Yeah.
she'll do it to
I'm
like
not-
do it to like my mom, or like he'll troll my mom about doing stuff. But then once like Lisa comes around, he's like oh fuck, I fucked
He
up
straigns
now.
up. He's
Yeah.
just like,
Where it's like
Yeah,
love
it's
you,
almost like
Lola.
innate where they're gonna be kind of an asshole, but it really just does come down to just like being a good parent and just making sure like obviously when they mature and they grow older, like you don't do that shit anymore.
Yeah, and Casey and Maria said, "What if you found out your daughter was a thought?" I think I hate that double standard, but I was trying so hard to be a hoe, and it was not happening in high school, So, but like with girls, it's so much easier. Like, it don't matter how you look, if someone wants to sleep with you. I'm being dead serious. It's not fair.
It's not.
Thank goodness men have rights. I would be disappointed if my daughter was a thought, but if she was like smart about it and used protection or got birth control, whatever, I'd be fine. Because it's her body. I'm not going to tell a woman whether they're related to me or not how to manage themselves. Because once you have a kid, you must be grown and you're going to get out of my house. And feel free to visit for Christmas.
I would love to see my grandkids still, please.
What if you have the love of your life and you guys get kids, and then she just like 8 months and 3 weeks, she's like, "Oh, I've been reading all these articles and I refuse to get my child vaccinated."
Oof.
Like, what do you do? I don't
I would
know
be
how you guys
like,
feel about it.
I'd be like, okay, but me and Johnny, we're gonna go out real quick, just real quick. We're gonna go stop by the store, maybe a couple hours.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
What are you gonna do? Unvaccinate them? Oh.
I'd be like, oh, I don't know what happened. That was a weird store. They had a free sample of a shot, and I was like, oh dang, I guess I'll get one too.
I thought it was a flu shot, just
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
anything.
I was about to say
Sorry,
that.
fucked up.
There's
Fucked
a
up, my
full
bad.
package, get one flu shot and get all the shots.
But it's
And then, what if your kid has autism and shit? Like,
After
to say
getting
that I
vax?
wouldn't love my kid.
It's not related.
Like, they're
not.
going,
Bad genes.
so, it's not that I wouldn't love my kid, but I'd be like, fuck. This kid's gonna be living with me for the rest of his life. I'm sure it'd be a great kid, but do you really want that? Most parents have kids to carry on their last name and someone to support them when they're older. That's the dream.
Yeah. That's why you get backups.
More than one.
Yeah.
Figure out where you fucked up on the first one. You can always try again.
All right, so last time I kept it in the whole time. This time I'm gonna pull it out halfway. Oh, you didn't mean insemination. Should have came in her mouth. That's why I messed up the first time.
It was a bad batch.
Yeah. I was drinking a
Gotta
lot.
weed out the weak ones.
I was wearing tight pants that day. Drank a lot of Dew. So many factors.
That's rough. I feel like in some regard I'd be like dang, where you have the stereotypical hopes and dreams for your kid and whatever, but then if he ends up being autistic or even disabled or whatever, I feel like I would still roll with it. I wouldn't. I'd be like, man, I wish there'd be things we could do, but I feel like that would also motivate me to be like, fuck it, we can still do it. We'll find a way to do it.
Yeah. And like I said, if I had an autistic child, obviously I'd love him just as if the child was autistic. Probably have to love him a little bit more. I just don't want to go through that. I don't want to be the parent that's like, oh, we're so proud of you. Look, you're really doing a great job with your son. I'm like, oh, thanks. Sometimes he throws his shit at me when I'm giving him a bath. It's tough.
And I throw my shit at him. I'm like, how you like that?
I see parents struggling a lot. I'm like, ugh, I don't want that. The best way to not have an autistic child is don't have kids. What's in the water, man? Fucking lead.
You can always adopt.
That's true. If I was able to project, I need to see how big the baby was when they were born and how big they are now. I need a good estimate of how fast they're going to become 6'10", and how much they love basketball, baby.
How long will it be before they can overpower me?
Well, if you're a loving parent, you don't have to worry about them overpowering you. Right? Yeah, like, and like, autism aside, what if you have a kid that's just a psychopath, you know, like schizophrenic and shit like that?
Yep.
You gotta lock your door at night when you're sleeping because he's walking around, but like, oh god, like I couldn't imagine, like I'd fucking punch my kid in the head. He like walk around at night, creepy, just like standing there staring at me, like, oh, like I've heard stories where like someone's like, oh yeah, my kids like scared me last night. They were just staring at me while I'm sleeping. I'm like, fuck that, I'd slap the hell. I'm like, bitch,
go to sleep.
Poopangi nut.
Oh man,
get in your bed, bitch. And if you like raise a kid that's a pussy and they want to like sleep in bed with you, you're like trying to get it on with your wife, you're like, oh my god, it's so awkward. Sleep at the foot of the bed like a dog.
If you're gonna watch, at least film it, okay? Jesus.
Give me some pointers, please.
Jesus. All right, Neil, when are you gonna have kids?
What?
Oh,
When am I gonna have kids? I don't know, man.
When he's ready.
you got a stable relationship. You're getting older.
I'm getting old. Oh, fuck.
You're almost 30. Jesus, look at you. You're an animal.
I know.
If you need a godfather, I know you got a lot of good choices in your best friend growing up. But let's be real. Who do you want to be a godfather? Someone who's responsible, knows about child safety, and can give you pointers.
It's not so much for the kid, but for me. Like, hey, man, this kid's fucking up again. I need help.
Yeah, like I think about some of my high school friends. I'm like, oh, I don't want them to raise my kid. Those fuck ups. Like,
Yeah. Jesus.
have them doing like push-ups and shit.
But yeah, I don't know, man. Soon, hopefully. Still got a little bit more to do before I really settle down to that.
Dad? I was kidding.
Huh?
So do you really want to be an old dad?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
True. Yeah, I mean, like, what men, like, we can, we're producing semen forever.
Who is
I'm
it?
saying.
Like, there's this comedian, Theo Von, where, like, he always talks about his dad. He had, like, an old dad. His dad was, like, 75 when he was born. He was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
And, like, he'd be so embarrassed, like, when his dad would pick him up, he'd be like, oh, yeah, that's my grandpa picking me up from school. See you guys later. This is fucking old-ass dad.
I could see how that would bother other kids. But, like, the only reason I'd ever be embarrassed by my dad is if he was, like, you know, a piece of shit like mine, you know? Like, that's the only reason I was ever embarrassed. I was like, oh, why is he picking me up?
Oof. I'll walk home, Bobs. Sorry, man.
Luckily, it was always my mom who did all that shit.
Oh, man. But yeah, I feel like still a lot I want to do though, and I don't mind being an old dad because I feel like we're getting old regardless. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
whether I have
don't
kids
wanna-
now or later, yeah.
You don't want to cut your timeline short. Just get the stuff that you want to get done now while you can. So once you have a kid, it's fucking game changer, man.
Like, I've got about 15 to 20 more years of life, so I'm planning to have kids, if I have kids, within that time period. And if I don't, fuck it.
Yeah. Nothing sad about it. It's what it is, man.
Yeah. What else is going on? What else is going on in people's lives?
Let's see.
And it's chat.
I'm really excited for you guys to get into cosplay. Honestly, I think that's awesome. I can't wait to see how things go, and we should definitely hang out at the MegaCon.
Oh yeah. For sure.
Have you guys bought tickets yet?
No.
No.
Or are they even out?
They are. Yeah, BJ already got his, I think.
Okay.
But I definitely want to. I'll probably get my tickets. Like, it's not significant in the price as much. The only thing that matters is getting the ticket, like the day before the con, because if not, you're gonna be fucking waiting in line forever.
Oh, true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figure I'm just gonna fucking wait it out. Wait out until I buy.
Are you guys gonna do the whole weekend or just a few days, or just one day?
Honestly, I think I'm just gonna do one day.
When is it?
It's the 16th, I think. It's the weekend. It's the
Jesus.
weekend of my birthday. But
Ooh.
I know the next the following week I gotta talk to Matt about this too, because I heard he was actually thinking the same thing.
Coming down.
I'm thinking about renting like a beach house and throwing one last Gorian party. One last Gorian party for my 30th.
Not the weekend of MegaCon, right?
No, it'd be the weekend after.
Oh, perfect.
So, so we'll see. But I gotta
house like Cocoa Beach.
Not 100% sure. Possibly. Wouldn't be anywhere like too far, honestly. I mean, I know Matt was considering trying to rent a beach house in Clearwater.
Ooh, Clearwater's a nice beach.
Yeah. But I know, what was it? Because I gotta talk to him about it and see like what he would want to do, because he also wants to do it that weekend.
Be right back.
And then, what was it? I know I talked to my mom about it, and she was like, "Oh, that sounds like fun." I was like, "Okay, maybe that means you'll help pay for it. Awesome." But then I was like, "You may not want to be at the beach house on Saturday, because shit's gonna get kind of wild." She's like, "How wild? You're old now." I was like, we'll see. But I was like, worst case, if we go like if we were to go to like Clearwater or something, I'd be like, all right, I'll pay for like the hotel for Saturday night, so you don't have to deal with us.
True.
Because I mean, like it was like if you want to stay there for the beach house, I don't mind, but I don't want you to have to deal with us.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, you're not gonna get burdened by our fun and shenanigans.
Yeah.
It could be a vacation still.
Yeah. So I was like,
True
I'll
that.
get a hotel for them for that one night. But
That'd be dope.
I gotta see.
Yeah. I haven't been to Clearwater yet, but yeah, I've just heard good things about it still, though.
Mm-hmm. Let me pop this down. I can't see shit in this.
I mean, if we need to pitch in and shit like that, just let me know. I'm definitely down.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I was thinking, but I gotta see how much it's gonna cost, and then I figured I'd either do like either pitch in for the cost and like Venmo me, or like the typical like bring a bottle, bring something to drink, so we don't run out.
Oh, of course.
One or the other.
I have an unopened bottle of whiskey. I'll save it for May.
Jesus.
Just kidding. I'm gonna drink it
One
tonight.
last.
Joke long.
But not really.
One last Gorion party, that'd be cool. It's been a while.
Yeah. So I gotta see. I gotta figure out like, I gotta figure out where it's gonna be, how much it's all gonna cost, and everything like that, and then I'll start hitting everybody up. I have a lot of time to think about it, so I think it should be okay. But yeah, that would be the weekend after MegaCon. So hopefully no one's doing anything.
I
sure.
definitely don't see myself doing anything, and if I am, I'll cancel my plane.
We'll see, man. If K Santa Maria comes out, then I guess everybody's gotta go.
Shit. We gotta make a real party. Gay wings too, man. Shit.
If I'm dating someone at the time, can I bring her?
Yeah, I don't care.
Nice.
Plus ones for Derek.
And we just fucking run a train on her. Just like real good friends.
Trainer, right?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah. Don't worry, I took off the family-friendly tag. We're okay.
Choo-choo! Motivation.
Good vibes. Positivity.
How are you guys sleeping lately?
been sleeping well.
Like, do you have like a routine? Do you feel like you sleep 8 hours every night, or like 7, 6, that kind of thing?
Yeah, probably around 6. I sleep after midnight, which isn't good. I'm trying to. I tried sleeping early last night around like 10, 11. Didn't fall asleep until 1. I was just rolling around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've even started taking melatonin, and I still can't fucking sleep. But I honestly, if I never had to sleep again, I'd be perfectly fine with that. I just like doing it, like watching videos, and if sleep wasn't a necessity, that would definitely be good.
That'd be your superpower. I don't have to sleep. I don't have to sleep.
There, baby.
I don't have to sleep.
Semi-super.
I know lately I've been feeling like a lot more tired than usual. Like where like if I go gym in like the daytime, like after lunch, like a couple hours, I think it's mostly just because I'm bored. Like I'll just start yawning. I'll go to sleep for like 2 hours and then I'll go to bed. Probably sleep for like 7 or so. I've been sleeping a lot, but like I was like maybe it's just like I noticed this before like when I'm lifting heavier, obviously it's more of a toll on like my energy in my body, and then I get more sleepy. And then like when I remember like I took like a week off or a week or two, and then I was just like wide awake for like the entire day. I was like, what the fuck's happening? I was like, I'm usually super tired by this time, but like just like not having to spend that energy working out, I was just like wide awake and alert, and I was like, what the fuck?
Do you feel like when you become like alone in your thoughts, that's when you stay up the most?
No, because then I just cry myself to sleep.
For real? I feel like when I think, I can't fucking sleep at all.
I don't do that. Who the fuck does that?
Like me, I can't sleep to complete silence. And I need something to distract me, either like white noise or some. I listen to some podcasts sometimes where the guy just like rambles about shit, and there's no cohesive story, so I just blank out eventually.
Right.
But
You
if
kind
I'm
of like
thinking
doze in and
about
out of
shit,
like the conversation, and then like you just hope you doze out and then go to sleep.
yeah, and then like I can always just like rewind it or like put it back to a certain point, and I won't remember what happened anyways. Because like something about just like being in my thoughts, man, I just can't sleep, and I don't like meditating because that's when I know Neil's pushed that so many times on me to meditate. I don't like to because I don't have a clear mind, you know?
I mean, the whole
think.
idea is to clear your mind, though.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I feel like there's too many things to think about to clear my mind, you know? When you're like, you use that opportunity to like get over stuff. That's when I think about it way too long. And I'm like, oh God, what am I still doing here?
But that's still, I don't want to get deep into it, but it's more about like the come and go. Or even like if you can't sit in your own silence or follow your own breathing, like just follow goofy guided meditations. Get an English woman to like just tell you what to think about and just think about that shit.
And then I'm gonna look at like English porn.
That's fine. And then
as long as she's telling you what to think about. still a different form of meditation.
Oh shit.
Jackie goes to sleep with Pornhub videos open, cock in hand.
It's the best night of my life. I feel so rested.
Be wrapped in a cocoon. Jizz cocoon.
Like,
why can't I get up? What's happening?
Oh, I can't.
Your blankets are starched. They're like heavy.
You're just stuck like this. You're like.
Yeah.
I don't need a weighted blanket because my sheet is drenched in cum.
It's already hard.
Like sleeping underneath a sheet of plywood.
Oh my God.
Does the audience have any topics they want us to talk about? I love AMAs.
I know for my sleep, I know there are times where I'm like, I feel like I need music to help me sleep, and I'll play music, and I'll think about like the songs, and be like, all right, now I'm awake. All right, I need to turn this off. Like I'll mix in between like the two, like where I'm like, all right, let me put something to like help me almost get into the mindset of like going to sleep or just like fucking letting go. But then like once if it's on for too long, or like I have like I have like a weird song that doesn't really like click with me at the time. Like I'll think about it, I'll be like, all right, let me skip this one, and then I'll
For
just
me,
be like, fuck it, turn it off.
it has to be songs I don't know the words to, or a foreign language. Because if I listen to music that I like, I'll relate that to something. And usually, I listen to sad music, and it reminds me of stuff in the past, and I love to do that. But it does not help me sleep. It helps me stay up.
Yeah, I have like this instrumental playlist of like soothing like video game songs, where it's like either
Ooh,
like
yeah.
a jazz like rendition or just like even just like piano.
Oh,
like,
do
string
you go to sleep
instruments.
to Dials just like I do?
Do the God theme song?
Dials.
No, don't sing. I'm just wide awake.
On repeat.
Yeah.
Your hair. You wake up with your hair just like his.
But I mean, if that's it, if that's all we got to talk about, then we can close it off. It's a good.
Oh man, I like talking so much.
It's a good test run.
Yeah, it was really enjoyable.
But I think I should think ahead of time of like almost like things to talk about. Because I definitely do enjoy just like talking to talk.
I feel like we covered a good amount though. Like
Mm-hmm.
talked about motivation, cosplay, stand up, and then we kind of wandered around like good topics.
Yeah.
Like personal
Yeah.
stuff, you know.
Let's talk about
Semi-relatable things.
Tattoos, having autistic kids.
I know that's. I'm sorry. I just.
that no. That's that real shit that
No, that's like
people don't think about. It's like thinking about death. No one wants to think about it, but it's a huge possibility. Maybe not death. Death's
it's gonna happen. Well, I mean,
I don't wanna say-
I mean when we get the technology to transfer your mind into a robot body, then you're basically immortal
Absolutely, yeah.
until something messes
Yeah.
up with the brain download. Then
Right.
sorry.
Give me a cyborg heart. Let my brain rot away, man. It's fine. Let's
The
go.
soul is dead. The heart moves on.
Oh
Feelings.
shit.
Would you rather be buried? Do you want to be buried or cremated? Or no
Cremated.
preference?
So, I saw Velvet Buzzsaw the other night, and then they were commenting about the casket the person that was getting buried in, and then they were saying like, "Oh man, that coffin's so gaudy, like you're gonna be stuck in that for all eternity." And I'm like, "Fuck, what if you get buried, and then you are stuck in that area, in a graveyard with other dead people for like all eternity, or until like all the graves get like up shoveled, or like the earth explodes, kind of shit. Like until all humans are gone." But then
What
if you
determines
made
the
it
race? Can I like
What's
walk like
Right.
8 feet out?
right? So I don't know.
Well, I'm
Like,
pretty
but-
sure coffins don't have a built-in like a latch like you would in a car trunk. Like, oh, release.
stuck
In case
in
of
that shit.
emergency, pop it open.
So that's what I'm thinking like, man, that really sucks if you're stuck underground or like in the vicinity of the cemetery. But then if you get cremated, is it where your ashes lay? So you kind of like, if you're in the Grand Canyon or some shit, like you just party out there all the whole time. You know?
What if your loved
that's-
one self
you just-
keeps you in a jar?
You just come back as like different sentient pieces, just in pain,
Yeah.
looking for the rest of your body.
I'm gonna
Kill.
possess a giant squid.
So I was thinking about
I
that.
want-
Then. Yeah, go ahead.
For my funeral, I want scratches to be made on the inside of the casket, and then I want to be exhumed a week after, and then they open the casket and see the scratches.
Like, how
Let's
did
go
he
for
get
it.
out?
No, I mean if I had to choose, I would say cremated. But to be honest with you, like you could throw me in a fucking dumpster for all I care. Like I'm dead. Finally.
Attaboy. I agree with that. I'd probably do cremation just so like it gives an option for my loved ones to part ways in their own way instead of like some grand gesture of a like actual burial at a cemetery.
Mhm.
I would still want to have a wake, as selfish as it is being dead.
Yeah, it's super selfish.
Yeah,
Fuck them. Fuck my loved ones. That's good.
sure, yeah.
I want to be. They make these pods where you can like turn into a tree. Like they put your body in a pod and then a tree grows. But I only want that if it pulls my skeleton out too.
I thought you said a pog.
A
Oh,
pug.
Like bogs in the
Match.
circles.
Condense.
You're just a fucking slammer.
Take my ashes,
Yeah.
them into a slammer.
They
You
put
know,
in a
like,
pot
when
and
you're-
then your spine just grows out.
You know, when we're young, we're like, you like joke with your friends like, oh, I wonder who's gonna get married first, and then it's like, oh, who's gonna have kids first? At what point do you talk about who's gonna die first?
Ooh.
Oh shit! That remind there was one comic at the open mics that was saying that. He's like, yeah, a lot of my friends are growing up, like I'm 29, and then a lot of my friends are married. Or no, I think Mark, you might have been there. It was about one guy. He was talking about how his brother was an asshole, or his cousin, or some shit, and saying like, oh yeah, I can't wait to grow up. Like I would meet up with like at family reunions, and then we would see who grew up the most.
Uh-huh.
And then my cousin's dead, so he kind of won that race. Like he
Nice.
grew up. Like he was talking about that, I was like, yeah. So
Right. Oh,
I
that's
mean,
true.
you can, yeah, it's like you're the most grown. You've grown all the way to death.
I noticed like you guys, and then also like some of like our other friends in college, they have and are going through a phase where all your friends are getting married and you're going to like weddings and shit all the time. And then I look at like who I went to school with, and like a lot of them already had kids. Like when they were like 18, they didn't have weddings. It was just like a demographic, and I noticed like I didn't have that stream of like wedding invitations. I just have, oh, they already have kids or they're already grown. Like, oh, what's up, man? It's been 10 years.
Yeah.
I think it's just like a culture, like demographic thing, because I didn't have like a lot of Filipino friends, or rather, I didn't like go to school like high income where people like plan out their lives and shit. It was kind of just like, oh, go with the flow. And that's why I had to escape, you know.
Oh, no doubt. You gotta put yourself in a better situation, right?
Yeah.
It's always sad to see when you have like friends that like have like kids at such a young age, and like they don't know what they're doing with their lives. Like it's different if you're like, if you don't know what you're doing with your life and you don't have anyone to take care of but yourself, you know? Like
Yeah.
no one fucking cares about that, because you can still make your life better. But like as soon as you get that anchor, not to say that kids are holding you back, but as soon as you get that anchor, everything changes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because you get punished for their lack of success or growth.
Yeah, and then your
Like-
kids get punished because you were a fuck up.
So
Yeah.
it's double bad.
It's an endless cycle.
Oh, fuck.
It's a goddamn vicious cycle.
Yeah, it's rare that someone would have kids and then make their life better, like go to nursing school or some shit like that. Super rare.
Yeah.
Like
But I
you
mean,
have
it
a
does
kid at like
happen.
18.
Sometimes you get that
Yeah,
wake-up
yeah,
call where you're
yeah.
like, all right, well, fuck it. Time to really get my shit together.
That was a piece of shit. That's all I needed to get better.
Yeah. Or you're like, man, I really don't want to stay in this town anymore.
Yeah.
Or
Boston.
But like if you're like a small town like Ocala, like me, nothing fucking there.
Yeah,
Have
man.
you guys ever considered moving?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
little bit.
Where
Yeah,
to?
for sure. Japan.
Oh, like teach English or just fuck it.
I have considered it where I was like, man, maybe because I haven't had the motivation to like teach myself Japanese. I was like, maybe I just like take Japanese classes like while I'm like in school, and like have like an actual like course, legit course.
Yeah.
And then once I graduate, if shit doesn't like work out, just fucking take like the what's it called?
TEFL?
Is that what it is? The exam thing?
Yeah,
The teaching
English as a language.
Yeah.
You don't even need to learn Japanese. If you get that certificate, you're expected to take Japanese courses while you're teaching kids, and you're gonna be in a country where they speak Japanese. You're probably gonna learn it. You know.
Also-
probably.
Also, they learn more English than we learn of any other language. Like
That's true.
they're more open to the language.
Yeah, for sure.
Dude, that's a great fucking idea. Ask everyone that's been in Japan, and it's fucking worth it.
Yeah.
I've considered so many times to go teach English in Japan and just never come back. I just like something happens where I just end up getting a job, or I'm just like, oh, I'm not ready to leave yet. I don't know if I
Right.
want to do it anymore, but I still want to visit Japan.
Yeah, for sure.
No, you should visit regardless. It's worth
We
it.
should go to Japan. You guys have already been, right? I'm the only one who hasn't been.
Yeah, of us three.
It's fucking worth, bro.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to go soon.
Super
I want to go to Korea too.
Shrek Santa Maria says come to Seattle. That's not Japan though. So,
I would like to come to Seattle. Like, I'm actually planning on going to some conventions in other cities eventually. Once I get more like, okay, my cosplay, like this is what I want to do as far as like cosplays. So I need to start traveling with it.
True.
And it'd be fun to go like out of town and shit like that.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But yeah, move wise, I'm like you, Derek. My job security and just kind of everything here is still established, so there's no reason to uproot and start over. You know what I mean? Not
Yeah,
just yet.
like I think if I end up paying off my debt, then I'll be like, yeah, fuck it, let's move. But until then,
Right.
I
Yeah.
got this paycheck coming in. I got a credit card bill to pay, loans from fucking school.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe in like 7 years.
Yeah, I know. For me, it's basically dependent. Like once I graduate, like, all right, where are the job opportunities going to be at? If there's none here, then, sorry, Orlando, I'm out.
Yeah.
Like I always say, like for me, it's just like the people I want to keep in touch with, I basically already do. Like most of the times, we already do like online stuff, anyways. So it's like if we're not hanging out in person, it's not really a big deal. Like there are other ways to hang out. So
Yeah, it's 2019.
yeah.
It's not like we have to write letters to each other and shit.
We
Oh,
have
yeah.
the technology.
Speaking of which, Mark, I have no idea what you're going to school for. What are you doing?
Electrical engineering.
Oh,
I'm gonna be the person that builds the robot body to transfer my brain into, so I'll be immortal. But
like
just putting that one out there.
from Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. be like fucking Krang.
Right, there we go. Not
Right.
my bad.
Or the fucking my
Avengers.
brain in my fucking abs.
Perfect.
Who needs abs when you got brains?
Yeah, an extra fucking brain.
So you can just make a muscle body. Problem solved.
Nah, man. And make a robot body superior to a muscle body.
I would make a robot body covered in muscles. Robotic.
Genius.
I want my penis to be a rocket launcher, like a mini missile. Well, 10 inches.
Mini for my size.
And because I'm gonna be 8 feet tall, and testicles that are like grenades, so like just roll them out.
So we talk about robot bodies, right? That's where we're going.
I don't know if I would want to be put into a robot.
No.
Because think about it, like it would be cool to be in a robot body, but at the same time, then you're just gonna live forever. And do you really want that?
Fuck yeah.
So much things to do, and then your glasses break. Not like
There was time. I had time.
It's not fair.
It's not fair. Or it's like in Futurama. It's like, well, like I can still read Braille. It's like, oh, my hands, they fell off. Oh no.
Futurama is my favorite animated show. It's so good.
Yeah, I used to love it. I never finished up the series, but it was classic.
So good. Mark, where are you going to school? Like, when are you finishing?
Ideally, I'll finish by, I think it's fall 2020. So fall next year.
That's
I
hype,
believe
dude.
that's when it's supposed to be. I had to recently make like a career path of like what courses I'm gonna take and map that shit out.
Yeah.
Most of it's already mapped out. I just need to figure out like when to start taking internships and then like some electives I need to take and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good, man. Good for you. That's some good shit.
Yeah.
I think if I went back to school, if I was able to afford it, I would force myself into nursing, or I would do trade school and try and be a fucking plumber.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
They always getting paid. Like someone's gonna clog their toilet.
Everyone poops. We're never
Yeah.
not gonna have toilets.
Like, it's just such good money and a secure job. I mean, the only thing I don't like is that you have to be a fucking apprentice for a year. And like, it's so hard for me to be like, oh, I'm just gonna work without pay. Like, I need to fucking pay bills. I live too luxurious of a lifestyle to free.
How else am I gonna afford my grand cosplay costumes?
Exactly. And like, if I do that shit, I'll probably have to take a long break from it, until I get everything done. My hope is that I just get a sugar mama that'll take care of me.
The dream.
Yeah.
At least until I'm able to, finish nursing school, and then we can both work. No, don't quit. Don't quit. We've only just begun.
Please, come on.
It's just begun.
It's 2019.
It's 2019, man.
Work. Women work. I have no problem with being a stay-at-home husband. Honestly, I couldn't think of a better job. I'll just clean the house, cook, and masturbate until they get home. Kind of like what I do now.
No change from now.
Yeah, except for the 9 hours I dedicate to work. Well, today's 7. Do you guys want to hang out sometime?
Yeah.
What?
I might be able to do some karaoke at 11, or like we can do red light after work.
Oh, also, before we finalize that, next weekend, Claire's stuff. If you guys want to hang out next weekend.
Yeah, let me know. What do you want to do for her?
It's gonna be Friday, Saturday. I think we got red light, and like other hangout plans for Saturday, so it's gonna be pretty chill.
You guys can bring board games?
The 9th or the 16th?
16.
Okay.
Yeah. So next weekend, not this coming.
Okay.
Next, yeah.
Yeah, if it's Friday after 11 or Saturday, I should be good to go. Just let me know what time.
Mm-hmm.
Someone bring Cards Against Humanity. The game's so fun.
Yeah,
we should. You weren't there, but we should definitely do that rap game again on fucking Jackbox. That shit was so fucking fun.
Jackbox 5 is great.
The fucking rap battle. Don't play with BJ, man.
Dude.
Don't play with BJ, man. He's there to fucking rip assholes.
Next podcast, we'll have BJ come over. We'll do it at my house, and we'll just play Jackbox on my TV and stream it.
I know next week I'm completely free. Next week's my spring break. So,
nice.
There's free time.
So we're going to Pensacola, right? We're going to Panama City, right?
Yeah.
The true college experience, man. I've seen Spring Breakers with Selena Gomez.
Gotta go on that Bahamas cruise real quick.
Hello, fellow college kids.
Hey, college students. Yeah, man. Spring break. It's good though.
Yeah, but next week I should be free. I don't think anything is going on this weekend, right?
Not that I know.
Probably not, right?
Claire's thing.
No, next
week.
That's 16.
Oh. Yeah, I don't think I have anything planned, but if you guys go downtown, if you go out to drink, anything like that, just let me know. I'm always down to get a beer after work at 11. If you want to do karaoke after work, I'm down to do that too on a weekday. I know it's tough for you, Mark, because you have school, but if you guys want to, let me know.
True. Yeah, it's just like, I know my nights are pretty, well, I guess I could technically do like Thursday nights too. So I get off at 10, and then,
oh, nice.
And go out and do stuff. I don't really do anything Friday. Friday and Tuesday are like my free days. So, usually, I could do stuff like Monday night, Thursday night.
Those are good for me. I think.
Yeah.
I want to say Friday night. Last Friday, Kevin and BJ and I met up at Red Light and had some beers. It was pretty cool. We were just like talking about women mostly, and putting women on a pedestal and how that deters you from being successful in getting women.
Yeah,
for sure.
I also heard that you saw Troy.
Yeah. It was. I forgot his name. Thank goodness Kevin remembered it, because he knew my name. He didn't know Kevin's name.
Yeah.
And I didn't know his name.
Oh man, that's too funny.
Yeah, he's like on a date or something like that. It was cool. It's always nice to see old faces. Honestly, I don't care.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
He's like I didn't have any issue with him.
True. All right, so I guess
Next time we can talk about putting women on a pedestal and how that minimizes your ability to be successful in dating.
Absolutely.
We can talk about it right now if you want. 16 minutes, I'm gonna start drinking. So
it's about that time, man.
countdown begins, baby.
About
If
that time.
you guys are busy, that's me.
I think it's a good endpoint. I wanted to end like an hour ago, and then we
No,
just
I
kept
know.
going
Sorry,
on.
Mark.
No, it's good. Like I was just worried because it just seemed like things were like dying down. I was like, okay, I think this is like a good ending point, and they kind of like picked up, and I was like, okay, that's fine.
It's
But-
my fault. I love
No,
keeping conversation
No,
for
it's fine.
insurmountable times.
Yeah, it's chilling, man.
It's fine. Most
Yeah,
of it was just like I don't want it to be like just like a lull where we're just like, all right,
Yeah.
what are we
Yeah, we
gonna
just
talk?
dilly-
Like we're
yeah, we
we're just like
dilly-dally.
fishing for like, all right, what's next?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a good model that we just shoot the shit, talk about whatever, and then whenever there was a lull, that's when we should bring up a topic of discussion.
Yeah.
You can have like
Yeah.
a little train whistle, like doot doot. Train topic, doot doot. And then it pops up. We'll talk about that. And then when another lull comes, because we can always build off of things that we talk about.
hmm
Absolutely.
When another lull comes, we'll change the topic and build off of that.
Yeah, I still need to work on that. Like we're just thinking about like almost like something interesting to talk about. Definitely something I need to work on because I'm boring as fuck.
You're killing the game.
I'm killing
Killing
it.
it.
I think this is a podcast. This is my first one. Yeah, first one.
Oh,
Yeah.
so
What we
I just
starting
wanted to say, I was going to say this at the beginning too, but the last podcast I was on was for Tarig.
Oh.
Like he wanted to talk about like bitches and relationships,
Yeah.
and whatever I said, he fucking ran away with it. And then like he would shit on his two friends. They were like, no, I understand, but, and then just fucking go off again too. It's like, Jesus, man.
I mean,
Tarik's a
teach their own,
guy.
man.
No. I love him. He's funny as fuck. But it was just like, it was more of a lecture than a fucking
Oh yeah.
Discussion.
podcast.
You were listening to him talk about stuff, is what it was.
Exactly, yeah. He's
Yeah,
like,
you
I want
gotta,
to
like-
talk about shit with an audience. It's like, all right, man. Oh, fuck.
But
So good.
So you do this weekly, Mark?
yeah, I try to do it like once a week. I think I think I'm gonna try to keep doing it like Tuesdays at 7 or 8, depending on the time, depending on like who's available. Because like, I mean, obviously not everyone's gonna be able to be like, oh, I can set off Tuesday at this time. But in most cases, yeah, I'm gonna try to aim for like if I don't have a specific date planned or like a specific day and time to like talk with somebody and organize it, then I'll be doing like Tuesdays like 8. I think 8's pretty decent time.
I mean, if you ever want to do it at 11, much better time. For me.
There are times I can. I feel like there's just like I know some people prefer to have it like earlier, and I guess it makes sense just like being on East Coast, like we could do it if we do it at like 8, then on West Coast, it's 5, and then people, I don't know anybody there, but people there it's like 5
Kyle.
o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's about it.
Just have Kay Santa Maria as a guest.
But that's what it's like. Just so then like people here can watch it at a decent time.
Sure.
Yeah,
Also,
definitely.
so like I'm not up till like 2, getting like
Yeah.
super drunk and
Well, I mean,
talking and stuff.
I'll definitely.
I don't mind it, but no, I got my workout goals, man. No more heavy drinking. Even
That's
like
true.
even if I can avoid light casual drinking, I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
definitely
that's
indulge every now and then, but indulge like 1 beer max.
Yeah. That's
about it.
the takeaway from the night. No more beers, just straight hard liquor because
Yep.
there's no calories.
low cal, right?
Let's go.
I'm
Oh,
definitely
I-
I'm definitely gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up and be like, all right, what is the most healthy that I could drink? The least unhealthy.
Least unhealthy.
Tequila. No, tequila's made from sugar.
I'll look it
Yeah.
up.
All liquor is.
Yeah, pretty much all fucking liquor. There's no escape. That's pretty much it.
Just measure it. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if my app can measure the calories in like a shot per shot, and I'll be like, okay, I can have I guess my caloric intake can take 5 shots of whiskey.
You have a whiskey glass with a big piece of ice. You're like, It's chug it all. Ooh, that's one shot.
Ooh, that's one, right? Normal cup size.
One
Shit.
cup. Yeah. This was good though, man. If there's everything, if we covered everything you wanted to talk about, I feel like it's the main thing too. Try to embody the Theo Von, fucking Fighter and the Kid, Joe Rogan kind of perspective, or like their
Yeah, we can talk about
Wait,
current
dude.
events.
Yeah,
like shit like that too.
but I feel like
Like, I felt-
that's what this is gonna be. Like the first couple ones where it's just like I just need to figure out like what I want to do with it, or where I'm gonna go. And even then, like even like stuff like where Joe Rogan just has like his like friends on, it's basically just like you just talk about whatever.
Yeah.
It's
I
kind of
like
it.
Bert Kreischer's podcast. It's like that. He just has people like
Oh my
just
God.
talking and shit.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Love that shit.
for sure.
Like Joe's is good, but I like Bert's a lot more because it's a lot more funny and like laid back.
Yeah.
I
Also,
like,
Bert's a funny guy.
I like
shit.
Joe's just for like the intellectual points, like where he'll like when he brings in like an interesting person or like even just like a random scientist that I like have no idea like who the fuck they are, but the stuff they talk about is just like it's thought provoking and interesting. I'm like, oh wow, I never would have known about this.
Yeah.
If I didn't listen to
Like-
that shit.
Like Dr. Phil, dude.
Yo, that shit was
I haven't-
super deep. That was like there were like weird small bits in there that I was like, man, that's like he's legit.
Yeah.
Like I was like,
I don't
man,
know about legit.
I would want to listen to his podcast.
Or at least, yeah, their interactions, like stuff they were talking about. I was like, fuck, this is kind of hitting home a little bit here and there. It makes you feel a little bit better,
Mhm.
or kind of motivating. You know.
Yeah.
I can't wait for the Kanye West one.
I know, dude. Fuck.
Yeah, that's just gonna be. Well, I don't even know. I don't even know what to think.
I hope he does it soon before Kanye really dies out, because I feel like the whole hype of Kanye and was like his tweets escapade and Trump shit. I feel like
Yeah,
now
but
like
he has to release an album
yeah,
and he'll be hype again. That's probably what he's waiting for is like an album
Later,
release.
See you later, man.
See you, dude. Follow me on Instagram, Heartbreak King.
Yeah,
Like
okay,
all my
do that.
photos.
Where can the people find you guys?
You can find me in Orange County, Orlando, Florida. I work 2 to 11 Monday through Friday. If you want to find me outside of my home, that's the only time is when I'm working. Instagram, I cosplay. Heartbreak King, mostly horror stuff, but slowly branching out. But I prefer horror because it's cool.
Yeah.
How about you?
oh me.
Yeah, it's like the Brady Bunch.
It's like hey, don't. No.
Oh yeah.
You can catch
I
me
think
at
it's
most
right
Crystals.
for you.
Everything. It's Twitter, Instagram. Catch my Crossfaded Chronicles series. #Crossfaded Chronicles.
I need to get into that.
That's good stuff.
I want to get in. I want to next. I'm waiting a little bit, but I'm gonna start partaking again. So let me know. I'd like to join you guys.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Get faded and have some good times.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
The latest I've thought about was just getting super baked and watching all of regular show, like all 8 seasons.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'd be down for that. I've
It's a
never.
marathon.
I've probably only watched like 3 episodes.
Yeah. It's pretty ridiculous.
Yeah,
It's right up my alley. But
for sure.
yeah.
Let's just watch
Oh my
the
God.
store instead.
Wait, what?
Just like in before school at like 6 a.m.
Jesus.
And Zoids. You guys like Zoids? You guys want to watch
Oh my
that?
God. Just watch throwback American anime, American
Oh,
dubbed.
Johnny Bravo.
It's
And
a little
what's
bit of
the,
Johnny Quest.
we could watch Prometheus and Bob.
Oh my God, man.
What was that? Kazam.
Kazam. Right, Kablam?
Kablam. Kablam.
Kablam.
Kablam was so
Yeah.
fucking good.
Jesus, the show is wild. But all right, we'll close it off there. I think that was good. It was a good 2 hours. It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, for real. Sorry, you guys missed me. I was just about to start drinking. Next time.
I told you I gotta avoid it, man. I gotta avoid it.
On the
as
next
best I
telling you,
can.
Mark, I know we're trying to cut it. Sorry for still talking.
No, man. No. Do you think?
I feel like, dude, like, Just fucking bring your phone and podcast at like a bar. Like we'll just sit outside and podcast.
I've thought about that, but I don't like the idea of like doing it out like in
Like
public.
live streaming.
Yeah.
You
Also,
want
I
me
don't,
to bring
I don't have the data to do that.
Oh, true. I'll bring my work phone. You can just use the Wi-Fi. Some people, they don't have Wi-Fi at their house. Like they only use their work phone.
Fucking shit, man.
But I have 400 megabytes per second, so
Yeah, it gets expense, man. It's all good.
Yeah, filthy casuals. I mean, a good podcast. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Until next time, guys. Thanks for hopping on. And I guess we'll see you all next week. New guests, new podcasts, new things to talk about.
All Sorry, you got here so late.
Nah, you're good. It was a good timing because we still had to figure everything else out anyways.
Yeah.
So. All right. See you guys.
Catch you later.
I don't know how to close this.
Don't worry, I got it.
It's the.
Oof. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Whoa. Don't want that. That's gonna be it for the podcast. Let me do this real quick. All right, so now we back. That's gonna be it for the podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm probably gonna play. I'm probably gonna play one more game. I'll play one game of League or so, maybe a couple. But yeah. I mean, if any of you guys out there are interested in being in the podcast, hit me up. Let me know. I'm definitely it. I guess for me, sometimes it's weird to be like assertive and be like, "Hey, do you want to be on the podcast? You want to talk about stuff?" But if you guys ever want to be on it, hit me up. Let me know. Trust me, you know where to hit me up. If I know you, I'm sure I know you. You can hit me up wherever. But yeah, just have interesting talks. Doesn't have to be like anything serious. You can be joking, just whatever. Having good talks. Tell us where to hit me up. You can hit me up at Twitter. That's at PirateLolo514. You can check out my LinkedIn. Look me up. I can't give you my last name. Maybe not. Don't know if Twitch admins are here. I don't want them hearing about that. Oh yeah, you can find me on Google Plus. Should still be Pirate Lolo, I think. I don't even know what my Google Plus username was. Ooh, Grindr. You know, I have the cast a wide net. You know, a very wide net. Gotta catch anything I can. All right. So now we back. Boom. Green screen. Oh my god, what the fuck? What happened to my webcam? What the fuck? Alright. We do this. What on earth? Yeah, I gotta blow on it real quick. Jesus! Nope. What the fuck? Alright, we doing it this way. Okay. Not like this, because I'm not like that. Maybe like this. A little bit of these. Jesus, what the fuck? Do I have a color filter on? Is that what's happening? Let me see. Do I actually have a filter on here? What on earth? Ever since I disabled this and tried to re-enable it, it's been super fucked up. Seriously? Okay. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. This needs to be lowered. This one? It's starting to look normal, which is good. There. It's because I had auto white balance on. I had auto white balance on this shit. That's why. Fucking shit, man. Because it's funny because I don't know how to get to my webcam settings outside of OBS. I've only known how to edit my settings within OBS. So when I had to disable OBS or the webcam on OBS to do the podcast. Oh my god. Yeah, fucking orange balance. But where are we at? Okay. Yeah. So we'll jump into one of these. Oh, I guess I can turn off this. Yeah. Looks a lot better now that I have the white balance corrected. Hopefully this doesn't change things. I know I had my ceiling fan light on. Actually, before I start, I'm gonna go get some water. I'm gonna go fix this real quick. Let's update our game and our tags. Do this. We update. All right. And I'll be right back. Let me get some water because I definitely ran out midway through that podcast. But yeah, I'll be back. Didn't even unmute. Whoop, 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 whoop. Whoop, 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 whoop. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Ooh. My ear cups is sweaty. Shouldn't have worn this orange shirt. That's the problem. I think what I'm gonna do next time for the podcast, I think I'm gonna think of like a theme to talk about, and then invite people to be on it. Just so then we have a good sense of direction. I do enjoy just like talking about like random stuff, but I think I would like some sort of like organization to it. I guess it depends. It depends like who I'm talking to, but I think that's what I'm gonna try to start doing. Is start thinking of like a general topic of discussion or like a theme for the podcast, and then invite people from there. Oh, I guess I should jump into this. I think we'll be okay without comps. Oh, I gotta figure out what do I want to play as. God damn it! No front line again, so I'm gonna have the front line. I need the front line or just grab picks. What do I ban? Probably Zed. Probably. Sorry, Pinoy. If you just tuned in, you missed the podcast. But you can always check out the VOD. Oh, geez, I'm still recording.